The teams with the biggest fan zone in the world, Chelsea versus Manchester United. They're about to start their match. And it has been a lot of talking between the fans, Manchester fans and Chelsea fans. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
There are two chances, just as you said. Aubameyang was clear to give him the ball and he could have scored. At least he could have given, even if he didn't score, at least give him the ball and have a chance to score. And you will always so selfish, you play the ball out, understand?
Being a Chelsea fan, I was just kind of optimistic that we'll win because we've had a very bad form this season.
Clash of the Titans between the two London rivals, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Already Man City has overtaken Arsenal on the lead of the table with 13 matches played. A win for Arsenal today, Arsenal will automatically overtake Manchester City. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier. Hello viewers, and welcome to Premier Sports Fan Center live watch along. And it is match day 31 for Chelsea and match day 32 for Everton, who is going to a match victory today at the Stamford Bridge. A lot has happened over the weekend. We've seen matches. Manchester City won their match, Liverpool lost, and Arsenal also lost yesterday. Gradually, a lot of dramas in the EPL. But hey, today is Chelsea. Let's see if Chelsea can use these two matches ahead for them to go to table 6 if they can win the 2 matches ahead of them. But hey, you know Chelsea, they are full of promises and full of disappointment too. But today, we hope it's going to be one of those promises we expect from Chelsea. Well, I'm not alone to talk about all the happenings in the studio today. With me, I have from my far left, Shego himself today.
Well, good evening, the Gaffer. Good evening, Yemites. Good evening, football lovers. Well, another beautiful night to talk football. The last fixture from match day 33, not match day 31. Both teams have played on 31, 32 respectively. But this is match day 33 fixtures. Both have outstanding games. Yeah. But again, this is Chelsea. And you don't really know what to expect from Chelsea in a game. Not even against the teams who are in the lower table side of the table, the teams who are struggling for relegation. They might pride themselves that they're on 5 games unbeaten, but when you look at that 5 games, you know, getting draws against teams like Sheffield United, against Burnley, and against Brentford, these are teams who are still struggling. And yet today we have Everton, and that team is struggling. Well, you can't really phantom, or you can't really put your money on Chelsea to get a victory against Everton, because that is how unpredictable it can be for Chelsea. But this weekend has really been good, and it has really been bad, depending on the side you are on the side of the coins. Manchester United getting playing out a full-time draw against Bournemouth, Arsenal losing to Aston Villa, Manchester City getting a victory and finding themselves at the top. And we know how it is when Manchester City is at the top. And those are the spoilers. Chelsea finding themselves on this other side of the table, but they still have a chance of getting themselves into Europa or be it the Conference League. So it's not the kind of standards we know Chelsea to be, but I think Chelsea fans will actually take an Europa League qualification or a Conference League qualification at the end of the season. Let's just get back into Europe. That is what really matters most.
All right, and I also with me, Yemite himself. Yemi himself. How do you do today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Long day, but talking about the Chelsea game, it's one game that I think Chelsea hopefuls won't be too expectant in this game because we've seen the hopes of Chelsea fans dashed in a very cool way. And when you look at it, Chelsea are an inexperienced team. It's so strange calling that word with Chelsea, but that's the situation we find ourselves. So let's just see if these boys can actually give us a pleasant surprise.
And it's a beautiful moment. The match has just kicked off, and it is Chelsea who start attacking Everton. Let's see if they can get a early goal here in this encounter today. But hey, we've known Chelsea to be good starters from the first half, winning the first half, but always losing the second half. But hey, a good move for Chelsea there, but it was intercepted by the Everton. Wherever you are watching us from, this is Premier Sports Fan Center. Don't forget to subscribe, and also remember to be part of this show by sending in your messages, and also you can call in through Zoom, and also you can call in to be part of this show. Our number remains in front of the screen is 090-304-999-17. So be part of this show. So what are your expectations in this match? Shegun himself.
Well, my expectation is Chelsea should get a victory against Everton. This is a struggling Everton side, and they've been through a lot of problems this season. And you really expect Chelsea to get their own part of that big cake over Everton. The expectation is the way you look at Chelsea with all the money they spent this season. It seems like Everton shouldn't really be a problem, but it seems like Everton has really been a problem for teams like Chelsea this season. But coming into this game, it depends on how it starts. We've seen Chelsea throughout the season. Their early starters, they start the games very good. The first 20 to 25 minutes is always great for Chelsea. They only tends to collapse when it gets to the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes of the first half and the early stages of the second half. You can actually, put that on the side of inexperience. When you look at the team, the average age is about 23 years, and that shows how much young these players are in this competition they're playing. You look at the Chelsea midfield, these are players who are playing almost for the first time together. So they're still trying to gel within each other. Arsenal transition, they start or end in one season. There was a season Arsenal finished 8th, the second season 8th, and that was the last season we started seeing them, competing for the EPL. So it's just process. And I think Chelsea fans shouldn't actually rush these boys. When it comes to possessing the ball, they've not really been bad in the EPL, but it's just some defensive awareness that's really been a problem for them. And looking at the Everton side, I think they have to put AI on Beto, who is playing up front for Everton in this game. It can really be a threat to the Chelsea defenders.
Yeah, it can actually be a threat. That was a beautiful move there by the Everton side, but hey, it was defended there by the Chelsea defense, and it is Everton again trying to cross into the team box, but it was cleared out there by the Chelsea defense there. But hey, so much loose ball in the Chelsea half there and back to the half of the Everton. But they decided to go to the right wing there and a cross for the Everton, but good defensive work there. And it's Cucurella with the ball. Try to locate his man there, but he missed it. And that is the situation. Wherever you are watching us from, this is the moment you can send in your prediction. Your prediction, I told you before, Uche has won. He predicted rightly. Kevin won. And Steven has also won. You stand a chance to win 5,000 naira if you send in correct score in this encounter. And at the end of the day, it comes through. We will locate you and give you a sum of 5,000. I can convert it to any currency. Mike, what are your expectations in this encounter today?
To be realistic, there are two struggling teams. The only reason Everton is in the situation they are in is because of those points deducted. 6 points is huge when you deduct that in the Premier League. So the two teams are struggling, and it doesn't look like any one of them has gotten that balance. I just think it is a game that will be balanced between the two in the aspect of expectation. But any of the side can take the game at the end of the day. It's just that whoever shows up today we actually take out 3 points.
All right, and it is Chelsea attacking this time around from the right side. Can he cross into the 18 box? He crossed, but it was blocked. And it's going to be the first corner for Chelsea in this encounter. And it is Madueke who is putting all the pressure on Everton. And it's going to be a corner. Let's see what come out of this corner for Chelsea. Well, as I prepare to take the corner kick, let's quickly look at the formation here. Chelsea is playing 4-2-3-1 formation, while Everton is playing 4-4-1-1 formation. And it's Kulpama who is there to take that corner kick for Chelsea. And let's see what he gets out of it. Quickly taking there, anybody there to head? A header there, but it was headed out. And it is Madueke still with the ball. He has to go back down to Petrovic, the goalkeeper of Chelsea. And Petrovic locator is man there from the...
Oh!
That's typical Chelsea. A lot of loose balls. So we've seen it from Badashir, we've seen it from Disasi, we've seen it even from what's it called? And that might just be a chance, but Pickford to the rescue for Everton there. We've seen also errors from Thiago Silva this season, so it has really been the benchmark of Chelsea this season. The defense awareness, that is one thing I think Pochettino really needs to work on coming into next season. This season is almost over. I think next season, one of the biggest problems this season has really been not having, what's it called, first choice centre back. So you look at Arsenal, having Saliba and Gabriel, these two players has really understood each other at the centre of Arsenal defence. You look at Manchester City, you having Ruben Diaz and Akanji playing as a centre backs. These two have really understood each other.
And it's a beautiful move for Chelsea there. What comes out of it? He has one man on him, but he's still dragging into the 16 box and across there, but there was nobody to just tap it into the net. And Everton quickly recovered that, trying to turn defense to attack. But Caicedo was there, and they recovered the ball back to Chalobah. Okay, back to Thiago Silva there. And that is a beautiful move for Chelsea, but they were just unlucky there. There was nobody there to get that one into the net. And let's quickly look at the lineup, the starting lineup of both sides. We saw Everton playing for 4-4-1-1 formation with Michael, Brentwood, and Tarkowski, Coleman as the back line. Then we have Pickford as the goalkeeper of Everton. Young in the midfield, Onana, Gardner, and McNeil. Then we have Dokore just behind Beto. Just behind. Earlier on you talk about Beto, and you were talking how dangerous. You were saying how dangerous he was.
He's a big threat, though might not be a striker that scores a lot of goals. But what he offers to the Everton starting 11 is just almost like the same thing what Isak offers to the Newcastle striking force. So it's always a big force against any team. He might not get those lot of goals in games, but he will always be a threat to behold for 90 minutes. So I think the centre backs of Chelsea really needs to be at alert against Beto in this game, because he is the driving force of Everton at the front. Very good with hold-up play, very good when he's in front of the goal. So they really need to be at alert against him for the whole of this duration. You're looking at this man, the Corey in the midfield. This is a player that takes advantage of hold up or whenever there's a drop ball situation in between the defense of Chelsea or in between the defense of opponents, and that is where the combination of the Corey and Beto comes to play. So I think the defensive awareness really needs to be top notch, and that's why I'm really happy seeing Gallagher play in his natural position. What was that? That was why I'm so happy seeing Gallagher play in his natural position of center one of the two pivot through for Chelsea, because he has the energy to charge on those players and keep them mute during the game. So let's just see if he can bring that energy to play for Chelsea today, because they really deserve this victory, or they really deserve to take this victory over Everton, because it's really going to be a lot of trouble if you are playing draw against 3 of the last 5 teams on the table. It's really going to be not what you really expect from Chelsea.
All right, Chelsea just had a cheap corner kick and quickly taking there, but headed out. Everton just got a cheap corner kick, quickly taking there.
There's no corner kick that's cheap.
Yeah,
but that was just a misplaced pass from Malo Gusto there.
Loose pass right there. So, and when you look at this game, it's one thing to prosecute a Premier League season with newbies, and it's another thing to mix experience with newbies. So I think this error is an human error. I don't think it's just about time, because there's Bayer Leverkusen that did magic in less than 2 years. You see, there's a Madrid that is currently facing out their old legs and bringing a new one. And we are not seeing them play like this. because they understood.
And a beautiful
how to-
moment for Everton. That would have been a goal. Oh, Beto would have just buried that one into the net, but hey, it was not. It was not balanced.
Yeah, it was in the right place at the right time, but the touch let him down right there. And look at it. Look at where they lose balls. Look at their recovery rate. Look at how the attitude. What is the attitude here? Look at the attitude. They don't even know how to push out the lines to get the offside there. These things are most of the things that should be corrected in academic training, and they are making schoolboys error on the field. This is a terrible sight to see. A Chelsea playing like this. This is not Chelsea. Because why? Somebody sat and made a very wrong decision. It is human error. When a team is in transition, at least they will be playing well. But result, they will try. You will see that, okay, there's effort, there's attitude, but it's not clicking yet. But this one, the attitude is even wrong. Because many of these guys, they are playing their first Premier League full season. And it is a very, very wrong approach. Really, really wrong.
But don't you think it is time for Chelsea to begin to make amends from their defense? Because we've seen they lose so much ball from the defense that sometimes cost them goals.
Amendment will come when the right personnel is in place. If you listen to Pochettino's press conference yesterday, he said he was talking about getting experience. That now they all agree.
And it's a beautiful move for Chelsea through Jackson there. Inside the 18 box, he has 2 men to beat, but hey.
Now, what was that from Jackson? You see what we keep saying? That is what we are saying. You see, these guys just play nonchalantly. How can you play like that?
And it's a crossing there for Everton with the ball. Hey. But hey, that's a throw into Chelsea. Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, so when you look at it, experience, how can you, in a Premier League, the best league in the world, and you want to prosecute it without experience? No, it's not done anywhere in the world. It's not done like that. Honestly, I think the people that sat down should go down for that decision. They should be punished for it because it doesn't make sense.
Right, because it doesn't make sense. And let us quickly look at the Chelsea lineup. Have I read that before? No. Jackson as the last man. We have Modric, Palmer.
Jackson is not the last man.
He's a forward man.
He's the forward, not the last man.
Yeah.
The last man is from left to right.
Petrovic, yeah. As a front forward, yeah. That's Jackson. Then we have Modric, Palmer, and Madueke. Then at the midfield we have Gallagher and Caicedo. Then the defense line we have Cucurella, Chalobah, Thiago Silva, and Malugustu. Then Petrovic is the goalkeeper. Yeah, you're expecting more than that.
The only person missing out to be Enzo Fernandez, who is out on injured or for whatever reason is out of those games. But still a strong Chelsea team on the paper. Mind that on the paper, reality might just be different from what you have on the paper. And yes,
and that's a
goal. Cole Palmer.
That is his 17th goal this season. From an unlikely source, when you look at the Chelsea team, coming into Chelsea this season, nobody would have expected Cole Palmer to be getting 17 goals and double-digit assists for Chelsea this season. But this young man at the age of 21 has really put all the burden of Chelsea and chested it on the shoulder this season. And he has really delivered for Chelsea. Looking at it, that he was gotten for £45 million from Manchester City. And I think Pep Guardiola, wherever he is right now, we're thinking of that big mistake he has made selling this young man.
Look at that build-up.
Look at that build-up. Look at that touch from him. Reminds me of a certain Eden Hazard when he was at Chelsea. The kind of responsibilities he showed us for Chelsea. That is what you're getting from Cole Palmer. And when you look at the goalkeeper there, Pickford should be doing better there. He had every chance.
It was a good place.
Look at that.
It was a good place.
It was a coiling ball.
Let's look at it from this angle. Now look at it. He was
wide off there. And you have to give it to Jackson also for that older play. Yes, scoring goals might just be a problem for Nicholas Jackson, but older play, getting his team involved in games hasn't really been a lot of problems for him this season. Not the best of start for Chelsea, but this is typical Chelsea. Get an early goals and goes on to sleep and slumber at the end of the day.
Yeah, let's just hope that they don't slumber today. But with the way it looks, you see, even without conceding that goal, they've started making mistakes at the back. It's just the team setup needs they need experience. They need to create a balance between the young and the old in that center back pairing. If you look at the teams that are shining now, if the two players are not just in their prime, one will be young, one will be old, because there is a space for experience.
Let me
Because
buttress on that your point. It reminds me of Barcelona when Xavi came into that
Yeah.
Barcelona team last
Set
season.
up, yeah.
If not the way
2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago, they
Yeah.
had that issue. You know, we're having a lot of young Barcelona players,
Yeah.
the likes of Gavi, Pedri, playing overtime
Yeah.
and playing a lot of games. It's really had a toil on Barcelona.
Yes.
Also, they start bringing the express player like the likes of Gudogan and getting a lot of players on loan and
Lewandowski
bringing the likes of
and
Lewandowski,
Alonso, and all
That
those
was
guys.
why it was easy for them to get the league last season.
Yeah.
And look at the transition this season. Look at what's it called? The same Bayer Leverkusen we're talking about. Look at that team bringing in again and Xhaka into that midfield. The experience. We're there. That's what was that?
Still in a dangerous situation there for Chelsea to make it 2. Oh, that was missed.
Was that Kopama? That should have been the second goal. And that was an emptiness. But it just reminds me like that. It was almost the same. What's it called? Beto actually missed earlier on for Everton. But I think it was over anxiety there that really made it.
Oh, no.
The ball was even going into
the
the
ball
net.
was, it was the, I think it was the.
No.
Oh, it wasn't going
It wasn't
to
going
the
to
net.
net.
He ran ahead
just
of
needed
the
a
ball.
tap in
Yeah.
on that ball. And that would have just been the second. But I just hope it's not one of those nights where Chelsea sees a lot of opportunities in a game of football and started losing it after scoring one goal. And before you know it, at the end of first half, this game is going to end 1-1.
Let's see.
When we're talking about Jackson, we saw how he created this assist for Arsenal. But initially, when Chelsea were playing, there's so much criticism about him. But gradually, we begin to see that football is not about you being the one scoring goals.
No. When you're a striker, you have to score goals. The first work of a striker is to score goals. That's when you look at Ole Watkins. Everton, Aston Villa are not just in fourth because they are in fourth position.
Yeah.
It's because of the goals of Ole Watkins. The first primary duty of a striker is to score goals, not the hold-up play. You're a striker, you have to score goals. The reason Manchester United are struggling this season is because the likes of Rashford and watchalong are not scoring as much as they should be scoring. Just are creating a lot of chances. When you look at the number of chances created by Chelsea and the number of missed big chances by Chelsea, then you know
And it's Chelsea again beating up the game from the left wing. But that one has been blocked there, and it's going to be
a free kick.
Free kick.
In the
So no
build-up.
matter how much we
build-up.
just praise Nicholas Jackson for his hold-up play, he should be scoring a lot of
You
goals for
should be
Chelsea.
scoring goals. The primary duty is very important. If you say, okay, your husband can cook at home, but he's not bringing in the money, you see there's conflict of interest. So it's just a primary duty. A defender is first to defend, while a striker is first to score goals. And it's very important. If you want to be successful, you need goal punchers. Goal punchers that can get you good numbers, even in double digits, 20 plus goals. And look at it, Man City got a swift striker, scored over 40-something goals, and they won it.
And it's a free kick for Chelsea. They're quickly taken, but to Caicedo back to Kalaga, Paul Palmer. Now they're trying to build up that play from the left, and you can see 2 defense on them. But can they beat them? That is what they're trying to do there. And it is Chelsea all over again. Now they were able to draw the 2 defense out. Now an opportunity for Chelsea to run in, but there was so much weight. But Kalaga was able to recover that from the corner side of the field. Now back into the midfield, and it is Caicedo who battled with the defender there into the 18 box. What did he do? He gave it there to Kala, and he crossed down, and it's a goal! And it is called Palmer again! What?
18 goals in
18
midfield.
man.
What? This guy is struggling with Erling
But
Haaland.
you have to give it to that assist, that run from
Yeah,
Modric. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good run from Modric. And this
Was
should
it
have been
Modric
a-
or
That
Gallagher?
should be Modric. That was
Let's
Modric.
just see
Let's
the
see who
replay.
got that move there. I think it's Modric. It was Modric who got that move. Good move for Chelsea there. I think Sean Dyche will be looking at this first half. This is not the first 17 minutes or 18 minutes Sean Dyche should have expected in this game. But good one for Chelsea. This is what you expect of them. From a team that can go to slumber at any time, you have to take advantage of all the situations you're getting. Get the goals. That was Modric with that.
That's
That
Modric.
was
Yeah,
Modric
that's
with that run.
Modric.
Good movement from him there. I think that was the real goal there. And good move from from Kopama to
yeah.
actually make that run so that he can get onto that loose ball from Pickford. But I think that was a good one from Pickford also. But it's just unfortunate that they are 2 goals down against Chelsea in this game.
Yeah,
Wow.
Jackson again.
What I saw from that game,
2 assists
these
from
are some of the things you complain about in the last match. They are playing like they don't mean it. But if you see the precision, if you see the intention from that left wing, They said this is where we are going to break them. They struggle, they fought for it, and
it's
they
not really about this is
yeah.
the left we are going to break them. Chelsea can break from any of the left or the right. You have a what's it called, Madueke on the right also, who is very good with the ball at his foot. You're playing with Modric on the left, who is also good with the ball at his foot. But the end product is the problem. It's not really about creating chances. It's about putting those chances in the back of the net. They've gotten two, which is really good for them for this early stage. This is a team that can actually have problem at the end of the game. So 1-0 is not always a security for Chelsea. They
Even we've seen now that
2-0 is not really a security football for Chelsea.
Yeah. So when you look at the way it is going, it's not as if they see attitude. It's just Everton being an easy opponent. That's making Chelsea lead today. And look at the errors Chelsea made at the defense. If Everton had punished Chelsea, probably it would be Everton leading.
If you're looking at Sean Dyche football, if you follow Sean Dyche right from the time he was at Burnley, you know that he's not really a manager that depends on attacking football. He's more always of playing more of the low block football, and I think that is one of the reasons Pochettino went for two wingers who can hold on to the ball and move fast with the ball with Modric and Madueke. Though the end product might be a little bit problem for these two players, but when they are on the ball, I think that is not always a big problem for them.
And one thing that has helped Chelsea today is starting Palmer in the playmaking role, not starting him wide.
We've always talked about that. He's not really a winger. I would really love to see Palmer and Modric interchanging that attacking midfield role and that left position, that playmaking role. These are two players who have seen that, and it actually looks like the two best players who can play in that position. Look at Gallagher, how fantastic he is playing in that midfield pivot role. But the biggest problem has always been, the money they signed up Enzo Fernandez. And I think that is one decision the Chelsea board or the Chelsea manager really needs to make coming into next season. You have to, have that balls to put some of those big money signings on the bench.
So that they, see, no matter the amount you are gotten from, the big clubs that know what it means to win is that there's no jersey that is given to you on a platter of gold. That's one of the things that affected Manchester United in those days with Maguire and all those guys. They constantly began to drop form, but because of those clauses in the contract, the coach cannot easily say, you are going to be rooted to the bench. So all those things affect their own. Look at where Manchester United is at this point in time.
All right, it's a corner kick to Everton. Let's see if they can put one in. And let's see if Chelsea, again, for the 9 times can concede 2 goals in a single match consecutively. Let's see, again, if they can keep a clean sheet for the first time in a very long time.
And, and talking about it, if Chelsea is wise, they should extend the contract of Thiago Silva. Because if he's not playing, he will at least talk to the boys. They need his experience.
Well, is he interested in staying?
That's another.
He wants to play one more season.
Can I take in and headed out by? Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, so maybe if there are ways you can convince a player. So far, you see that it's very important. There are ways you can do that. So I think if there is a way, convince him to stay. Bring in another guy. This guy has wealth of experience defensively. Yeah. You can't get that on the market. No. You can't. I don't think there's any defender that has that wealth of experience right now like Thiago Silva. Just let him walk. We saw Lampard going through all these shaky times. When he got to Chelsea, the defense chopped off, and it was not the attack that there was issues. So I think now they should go and get a proper sport director that understands how to look at what Man U is doing. They went to get a guy from Man City that has been there, done that. It is very important. If you want to beat the best, you have to do more than what the best is doing. Not going to bring directors from Southampton, those guys that ran the club to the relegation. And
one of them that got us Kopama.
So yeah, he got us Kopama, but the other guys that I brought
us also got us the Sassi.
And there were one of those guys that sat down and agreed with the Chelsea management, because those guys don't know much about, and they agreed
I think it has to be the Chelsea board. I think the blueprint is actually making money, so making back the money they spent on Chelsea. So that has to be the blueprints they came into Chelsea with. But when you look at the blueprint also, it still needs some experienced players. You have to mix experience with the youth players. I won't be surprised if Chelsea at the end of the season sells a Cole Palmer for £100 million to a team like Real Madrid.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, because they don't want to spread. The Yoruba will say one effect. They don't want to spread.
All right, still to come, we'll talk about some of the factors that has actually worked for Kopama, where he's getting so much goal. We saw him got an hat-trick against Manchester United, and already he's having a brace here. But hey, first of all, in the reverse feature, Everton defeated Chelsea 2-0 at Goodison Park. That was a reverse feature. And here today, Chelsea is already 2 goals up against Everton.
You know where it is right now is Chelsea should avoid mistakes leading to goal. Once they make that mistake, most likely they won't get themselves until they concede the second goal. It's just like something that is now a new wave in the Chelsea setup. They lose concentration easily at the back. And the best way to build your confidence is keep getting clean sheet. If you keep getting clean sheet, you will build the confidence psychologically that even the boys that you think cannot rise to the occasion will begin to be the shining lights among the team. And with this victory now, Chelsea is getting closer to the Europa League spot. If Chelsea can win here. And there's still, I think, 2 games in hand. One against Arsenal and Tottenham. So if they can actually get their hearts together, get at least 7 out of 9 points, they can get up there. Had they didn't drop those points against Burnley and Sheffield, they might be high in 5th position.
Yeah, of course.
Which is possible to get the Champions League spot. But they blew so many opportunities.
I think a victory in this game might just be a big morale booster going into that game against Arsenal. Yeah. So let's see if they can just get a clean sheet in this game for a long time.
Yeah, and it's a good time to play a demoralized Arsenal, an Arsenal that has bottled it again. So, you know, psychologically, it will lay a stake on them. All of them know Man City. That's why they didn't want Man City to be there. Now Man City is there. They know what to expect. And Chelsea and the attack. And Jackson with the shot right there. But, hey, his shot couldn't.
I think he also needs a goal. It's been long he scored that night goal. He needs one more goal to get onto the double digit, which might just be, you know, a near good season for him if he gets some 10 or more goals for Chelsea in the EPL this season.
Look at that finish. That's finish. He needs to work on his finishing, how he's reached the game. And it's very, very important that the striker starts scoring goals because it's for the confidence. Now, the transfer window is coming. A club like Chelsea will go into the market since the striker is not scoring. And it's Chelsea building up from left to right, straight to Thiago Silva right there, who finds Marco Carella, who returns it back to Thiago Silva, and with the ball right there, the Brazilian, who is aging graciously like a fine wine, straight to Noni Madueke, who tries to attack with the ball, trying to run down the right wing, and cuts back and finds Malo Gusto with the ball right there, who turns back, and cuts back straight to Noni Madueke, who faces opponent, cuts back and run into space, and goes back straight to Malo Gusto, but his pass was deflected by that Everton player right there. Everton going on the attack right there, pushing the ball forward into space, and cuts back, and lose that one to Casedo, who finds Kopama, cold as ice right there. And there's a foul on Kopama, and I think the referee will be reaching out and bringing out that yellow card straight to that Everton player right there. And it's free kick to Chelsea. Ghana on a yellow card. The shining light for Chelsea this season. Wow. Most Chelsea fans don't want to see this.
Yeah, but nobody's not seeing each other. He has really been ever present for Chelsea this season. Getting 18 goals in the EPL is actually a good number for him. And he's one of the, I think he should be eyeing that young player of the year in the EPL. He really deserves it.
And with those numbers and not adding the performance of the Chelsea team. Yeah,
so now let's come to the issue. What are some of the factors that has actually worked for Palmer that we see him play so well? What are some of the factors?
It's just his all-round play, the way he reads the game. He is one young player that sees. You know, some people have eyes, but they don't see. If you have eyes that see, there are some things you see that even your teammates don't see. You, for instance, we are playing, there was a day, you see the kind of pass, like I think it was against Luton. De Bruyne sent a pass that even you watching from outside the pitch that can see better might not be.
And it's an hat-trick! Hat-trick again for Kopama!
First half hat-trick.
Back to back.
Remember when we were coming to this house? I was saying something about Pickford. I said Pickford.
The day we will go.
On his day,
so bad.
But his bad day is always bad to the fullest. First
My
half
God.
hat-trick, under 30 minutes hat-trick for Kopama.
No
in this game.
penalty.
No penalties tonight, so they can't call him penalty merchant.
Yeah, and he's getting closer to the ISO
He's
scorer.
still going to get a
I
penalty
think
today.
Haaland is on 19.
Haaland is
Haaland
20.
20.
So
Now- he's
Watkins
now
is
on
19.
He's now on
He's
19.
equal with Watkins.
Any midfielder for that matter, getting these numbers. He's one of the first players on the list for England going into the Euros as it stands.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Wow,
first,
wow. Look at that, the eye of an eagle.
Yeah, they are.
He saw it.
He saw it, and on his weaker foot. On
Look
his
at that.
weaker foot, and it
So
bent
fast.
straight. No time to check time. That was a terrible pass from
First
the.
half
How will
hat-trick,
you look?
under 30 minutes, getting Chelsea 3 goals. This is one of the reasons why he's that man who is always or almost the first name on the Chelsea starting 11. We've seen Pochettino make some errors, those times when he starts him as a 9. That is not his biggest, that is not his stronger, his stronger position on the pitch. But whenever he's playing behind the striker in the attacking midfield positions, he tends to perform even far better than him playing on the right wing. And these are the things that I expect of Pochettino to always notice. It's not a thing of you overthinking it. You have to make up that decision. Gallagher is either playing in the pivot or not starting, or what's it called, or what's his name? He's one of Enzo Fernandez and what's it called? And Caicedo has to sit down for this young man to play as a 10 for Chelsea.
Yeah, they have to sit down right there. Is Everton trying to throw some threat at Chelsea? But Chelsea just won a free kick, Noni Madueke, the guy that won the free kick for Chelsea right there. So it's 31st minute of that encounter. The Stamford Bridge is Chelsea 3. Wow, you heard it right there, Chelsea 3. Surprisingly, yes, even to the guys in the studio right
so
there.
Kopama
with the hat-trick. Yeah. So
First
right there, and it's Caicedo,
Hey,
Malo Gusto fell down, and oh my goodness, he had to recover fast right there. And the attitude is what we keep talking about.
Release
An
this
average
ball,
team.
Release this ball. Noni Madueke.
Why will he keep the ball like that? And when we were talking about Hazard, Hazard keeps the ball a lot. Now we don't have Hazard again. This guy still learn from that. That's one thing I love about Kopama. Really decisive. He doesn't romance the ball.
But you think at this moment in time he has scored 3 goals, he has done a hat-trick? Do you think Pochettino should rest him because of injury?
Why should
You don't rest that kind of a player because the opponent will come at you. 4-0.
Common sense is for you to start him on. There's no point resting him. Are you playing on all fronts? The only front Chelsea's playing this season has to be the FA Cup and the Premier League. So there's no point resting
And
your
that
best
FA Cup
player.
is halfway off because you just know who is better. You know who is better. And Man City now beginning to win 5-1, scoring 3 goals at the Bernabeu. It's not the Man City you want to face right now.
Not at the time when this guy, what's it called?
De Bruyne.
Vadoy is scoring a lot of goals. The first one we saw against Real Madrid, he thought that was a flick. He thought that was a flick. See the one he scored against Lyon. Almost the same type of shot.
Yeah.
So it's showing that he's not
very strong on both feet.
You expect or you surely know that what's it called, Pep Guardiola is going to work more on that goal scoring ability of Vadoy.
Yeah, and you look at it that almost all that centre back, they can play different role at the back. So let's just hope that Chelsea can get lucky that day.
All right, let's hope Chelsea can get lucky. One thing we don't know about this Chelsea versus Everton is that Chelsea, however, are unbeaten in their last 28 Premier League home game against Everton, winning 15 and drawing 13 since their 1-0 loss in November since 1994. That was when Everton defeated Chelsea.
Yeah, I laid my hands on that record earlier today. And it's, if it's like 22 wins, 20, it's just 15 wins and 13 draws. So it's very close. And today, leading 3-0 at the Stamford Bridge, we know Chelsea can bottle things. We just hope they don't bottle this one. And if they can go into the break without conceding a goal, it will be the best way to approach it. Because Everton will come at Chelsea, and Chelsea concede a lot of goals in the second half. And if Chelsea can keep it tight at the back and not concede, it will be a good way to go into that game against Arsenal.
All right, and it is Everton, but the referee has just signaled an infringement.
Is it against Chelsea or
against Everton? It's against Everton because there was a rough tackle there by the Everton man. He's down.
Onana is down.
Yeah, he's down, but it was the one who actually rough handled. Look at that tackle. on Modric. Okay, there was an elbow.
Modric who got that elbow on it.
There was an elbow from Modric. Look at it.
That
Oh,
was intentional. I think that might just
No,
be.
that might just be a yellow card.
He wanted to shield him, not straight to his mouth. I think
Let's see
that's-
what the referee decision will be. I think the VAR will call on his attention on that.
Yeah, I think
And you can see Kopama receiving instruction from Pochettino. You know.
And you know, this is a very delicate time in the game, towards the end of first half. It determines the mood that the second half will start with many of the time. So Chelsea conceded a lot of goals towards the end of first half too. So they need to be careful. This is the time that they considered 2 against Manchester United, and they need to be careful. The defensive.
In the game, there were 2 goals up also.
Yeah, and they were 2 goals up. Now they are 3 goals up, thanks to that error from Pickford. So I think they should at least hold it tight at the back, keep it like this till second half. Then Everton will be in a place where they want Everton to be.
All right. And I think, don't you think it is time for Everton to look for a way to recover because because of the point deduction? Because the way it's going is like with this victory now, it's like they're going to drop to the
With
relegation.
this
Victory or
loss.
this loss?
With this loss, sorry.
Potential loss. And that cross into the box.
And that is the first goal.
Beto.
And that is Beto. We
Conceding.
talked about him.
Oh, offside.
Oh!
That is the only thing I came to Chelsea rescue. Look at the defenders. How do you allow Beto to rest on your shoulders like that and get that into the back of the net? Let's see if that was
Right,
really
right, that was right.
offside.
That was right.
Offside call.
That was right. It was offside.
So
That was a free
offside.
What was that? That's Chaluba.
Yeah, Chaluba, but it was coming from an offside position too. And
Advantage, so
it's
Beto there.
advantage Beto right there. So offside, rightfully so. So the scare is has been.
But they really need to be careful at the back.
Really,
Keeping Beto mute in that game is very much important for them.
Yeah, it's very important. Petrovic will start the game for Chaluba, who sends a long one forward. Jackson with the header, and 2 Chelsea player on the chase. How will 2 Chelsea player chase the ball like that? Kopama finds Noni Madueke, who cuts back and slows down with the ball.
He won't pass it.
He won't pass it. He keeps the ball too much. Malagusto finds Kopama. Kopama returns it straight to Casedo. And a good
that should
turn
be a
by
yellow card.
Gallagher.
That should be a yellow card. Yeah.
And that's a
The referee
yellow
was
card
right
to
about that.
Everton player right there.
Young.
Ashley Young,
Yeah.
the former Manchester United player right there. He was there at those glory days.
Yeah.
Now it will just be as if he's in
Well,
dream now.
he's in the twilight of his career
Yeah.
already, so you expect him to even have retired at the age of 36 or 37, still playing 90 minutes for Everton, still strong one for a player like Ashley Young.
Really, really strong one for him right there. And this Chelsea, who is passing from left to right, finds Kopama in a dangerous area, but he has lost the ball successfully straight to that Everton player right there, who sends a long one forward for Beto to chase. And Chaloba on him right there, and one a throw-in for Chelsea.
I think looking at
right there.
Chaluba, I think Chelsea really needs to review that Chaluba potential.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he can actually be a squad rotational player, not
Yeah.
really those players that you expect to start, but the player that can always be a makeshift player for
But
the
at
team.
least he has some experience of the Premier League with him right there. And
He has actually been strong since coming
Yeah.
back into the Chelsea starting 11. There was a time Chelsea really wanted to sell him, but he has really,
I
fight
think
for
it
that
was
position.
injury that
And
didn't
that
make
is the
Chelsea.
difference. These are the players who understood what it means to play for
For
this
the
Chelsea
badge, yeah.
You have a player who came through the Coban youth system,
Yeah.
so he knows what it takes. That is when you look at players like Reece James. That's what keeps them going in Chelsea. Even Gallagher at a point, Chelsea really wanted to sell Gallagher, but these players are interested in making that name and winning that honors for Chelsea. That is what you get from players who actually started at the early ages, maybe like the age of 6.
Yeah.
They have always been through that system. They know
Yeah,
what it
they
takes
know
to
what it
to
takes,
shed blood and water for this
for
club.
this club. Yeah, they know what it takes to wear the badge right there. Jackson with the ball, and it's Chelsea trying to attack with the ball right now. Still Chelsea in possession. Jackson
Don't go for that
shoots.
shot. Why?
Oh, it was
Casedo.
Casedo.
He's
Exactly.
looking for his first. He's looking
Looking
for
for
his
his
first
first goal.
Looking for his first
And
goal shot.
that was
Chelsea.
way off target right there. So it will be a goal kick to Everton at this point in time. 13 minutes of that encounter at the Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea 3, Everton 0. And you can join this conversation on our live chat. Let us know what you think, what you feel about this game that is going on. Are you as surprised as we are? Maybe you are. What do you think Chelsea should be doing to at least take this one on Jackson on the run into the box right there? But the referee says that was a dive, and it's not going to be a penalty in favor of Jackson right there. But the referee says play on. And looking at the replay, I think the referee got his spot on.
Yeah, he got that
Yeah,
spot on.
he
I
was
think
right.
He went down too early in the box, probably thinking he had maybe a small or the slightest of touch there, so he just went down easily there. But I think the first thing should have come to his mind should have been to pass there to Modric, who was free or running through the channel for him there, and just in need of just a small touch of that ball getting into Modric's path. And that is one of the biggest problems for the Chelsea attackers this season. Making that early decision before the ball comes to you. That is one thing you have to appreciate Cole Palmer for. Before he gets the ball, he's already thinking miles ahead of what to do with the ball. That is the problem for Chelsea this season.
And you can see the assistant coach of the English national team right there at the Stamford Bridge right there. Looking at that guy, I know most likely because of cold as
starting for England will still always be a big problem for him because
really
he has Bukayo Saka on the right wing to actually fight
even
for.
Phil Foden
and Phil
is
Foden
still
also
there
in the central midfield on the left wing.
Grealish and all
the
that
likes.
guys,
There's still Bellingham playing as a 10 for England. So a lot of problem for him getting into the England national team. But it's really going to be a big boost for England having this young talented player in their squad.
And Modric loses the ball in a dangerous area and gives away a free kick right there. And I think it's just the right thing to do right there. He will take one for the team. He lost the ball, had to recover fast. And look at the way he lost the ball right there. So he had to do that needful. So that's
Caicedo coming for that. I think that was a needless tackle from him there because you look at the position where he made that tackle. It's still a bit far from the Chelsea box. He shouldn't have gotten into that tackle at all.
Yeah, but Caicedo is on for you. Look at so it's a free kick to Everton right there for the first minute of that encounter at the Stamford Bridge. I think it's Neto right there.
No, that's not Neto.
Is it the number 7?
I've forgotten his name.
The number 7 for he plays the free kick into the box. Touchdown! And eluded everyone right there.
And you see, Beto has a chance of he might have scored 3 goals in this game for Everton, but one chugged off for offside, and this one he couldn't just tap it into the back of the net. The first chance that fell into his hand at the early stages of this game, a simple tapping would have put that into the back of the net and given Everton the lead, but he couldn't get that into the back of the net. Also, look at that. Let's see if VR will be checking this. Well, it looks like
he left him alone. He had an
attempt
on
the ball. He didn't go to the 4.
Yeah, so he had his chance.
Well, look at that.
That was Chalobah
that was Chalobah to the rescue for Chelsea there.
Yeah, so another corner kick to Everton for the second minute of that encounter. Can they keep it tight at the back? This first half against Everton, cross into the box and was saved by Petrovic.
And if there's one man that really deserves clean sheet, it has to be Petrovic. A lot of strong performances for Chelsea. The number of goals he has conceded hasn't really looked like the true reflection of who Petrovic has been at the back for Chelsea. A lot of fantastic reflex saves from him for Chelsea. But he has also conceded, a lot of questionable goals also. We saw that against Sheffield United. The first goal shouldn't have been going into the back of the net. But it's his first season in the EPL, and you expect him to get better there.
Yeah, you expect him to get better right there. And there's something more or less like UFC fight going on in the Chelsea box 18, whereby the referee had to
the referee's not understanding what's going
on. Battles keep pushing each other right, left, and so shoving each other right there. And let's just see if this might be a distraction for the Chelsea players right there. And I think the referee is still having a word with them.
Is there a VR check on something there?
I don't know if there's a VR check.
Oh, Malibusto?
A choke to the neck. So the corner kick is taken right now and headed out by Trevor Chalobah right there. Mudryk trying to reach out.
I think the first substitution might just be at halftime, substitution, taking out some Mudryk for a player probably like Raheem Sterling in this game.
Yeah,
but
I think Sterling is out.
Yeah, they really. That would really be a big problem for Chelsea because they really need to check Mudryk, so he won't get a second yellow card. He needs to understand how to time his tackle, which I think might just be the biggest problem for Chelsea.
But if you now look at it, Modric has not really gotten so much yellow card for Chelsea.
Well, getting a yellow card already in this game. You always want to go into the tackle score.
And that's a good chance. Tarkowski with the ball finds Beto. That's a good save from Petrovic. On the Beto's weaker foot, it couldn't really.
But there was a block there, Brian.
Yeah, there was a weaking there.
That's an offside.
That's an offside.
That would have been an offside. I think the first option should have been taking that shot. That is where you appreciate players like what's it called, EVERTON, or the likes of Oli Watkins, because immediately that ball comes to their foot, the first thing on their mind is to take that shot. Even the likes of Elina Land and the likes of Karim Benzema, it's only players like Beto and the likes of Gabriel Jesus who will think of caressing the ball there first.
Yeah, it's Chelsea attacking right there. Cucurella cross into the box.
And that is a goal!
Jackson!
Nicholas Jackson! Good control for the first time.
That was a very good
fantastic control. I was almost blaming him there. I should have left it for Noni Madueke there. Because Noni Madueke is also another good eater of the ball there. Yeah. It's really going bad from bad to worse for Pickford. Not just Everton, Pickford entirely, considering first 4 goals in the first half. The Everton centre backs have left a lot of questions so asked at the back. What are they doing at the back? Why do you leave this type of room in that back position? Look at that hold up play there. Good movement there from Modric. Understand the runs. Oh, that might just be offside.
Onside, you see the defender at the centre right there. And
look at that cross from Cucurella.
Look at that
there.
Wow, that's a classic goal.
A good turn from Nicholas Jackson. Reminds me of what's it called? Didier Drogba.
Yeah, typical Didier Drogba goal. Yeah, so and I think it's a good one, leading 4-0.
Yeah, now we have 2 Chelsea attackers on double digits for the first time in a long time. Yeah. The last time we had these numbers for Chelsea was when you have the likes of what's it called, Eden Hazard, and you have Diego Costa up front playing for Chelsea. Yeah. But now we're having what's it called? We're having Cole Palmer, the young Cole Palmer, age of 21, having 19 EPL goals, and you're having 19 EPL goals. Let's call it 19 EPL.
Okay, Cole Palmer. I thought it was Jackson.
Jackson just 10 EPL goals. For his first season in England, it's actually a good number for him. 4-0 at half time.
I think Arsenal fans will hear
but
that.
They really need to be careful not to score all their goals in this game.
Yeah, they really need to be careful. They need some goals against Arsenal. And when you defeat a team like this and don't concede, it boosts your morale going into games like Arsenal. You know that Arsenal is morally down. There's nothing moral about Arsenal right now. And it's a game that Chelsea can fancy their chances right there. So it's Everton in the Chelsea half trying to attack with the ball right there. Moving forward, finds that run of his teammates cross into the box. But eluded everybody.
They need to be careful with all these crosses coming into the box. Everton really wants to take advantage of that. But I don't think Chelsea can actually catapult and lose 4 goals advantage against Everton. I think this game is a done and dusted game already. It's really going to take a big error for Chelsea to concede 4 goals.
I think the right word will just be we hope.
And there's a player, another player who has really been it for Chelsea today has been Noni Madueke. The runnings has been really nice. Though he needs to work on when to release the ball, know what to make too much.
And Malo Gusto finds Gallagher at the center of the midfield right there, who is trying to make some run for the Chelsea, but Dakore brings him down right there, and the referee says it's going to be a free kick to Chelsea. And there will be 5 minutes additional time in this first half. Already in the 2nd minute of additional time, approaching the 3rd minute. Right there, Cole Palmer with the ball finds Malo Gusto straight to Gallagher.
You know the first part is that with Cole Palmer still on the pitch for the early stages of the second half, you're still expecting, or you still know that this guy is still going to score more goals in this game.
And he scores a lot of goals in the second half too, because he knows how to read the game right there. So straight to Petrovic, sends that long one forward. Noni Madueke controls it, but deflected straight to Thiago Silva. And he finds Moises Caicedo, who finds Marc Cucurella, the assist corner for that Chelsea 4th goal right there. And it's a free kick to Chelsea in the Everton half right there. The foul is on Jackson, and it looks more like Jackson will be very good when you just pick him for the hold-up play.
Yeah, I think you look at the problem or the major impact Jackson has brought into this game. I guess teams who are playing high-line football is always on his form. Yeah. And you look at this Everton side, I think after considered 3 goals, they've left everything open and look like it's over already. So there's a lot of openings at the back when you have Everton going all out to try and get a consolidation goal in the later stage of this first half. So those openings has been where Jackson has really taken advantage of and being able to penetrate through the Everton back front.
Yeah, penetrate right there is what Everton is trying to do to Chelsea defense. And Dakore with the ball finds his teammate on the right hand side, crossing into the box, was blocked by Marc Cucurella. who still lifts it for Ashley Young, cuts back and cross into the box, headed out by Trevor Chalobah right there, and it's going to be a corner kick to Everton right there for the 9th minute of that encounter, 4th minute of additional time in this first half. Corner kick to Everton Football Club, and it looks more like this Chelsea setup, they need to be careful not to be complacent in this game. So it's corner kick to Everton right there. Will they at least try to get a way back into this game? We can see the battle between Marco Carella and Dakore right there in the box. Cross into the box. And the header from that Everton guy, Onana, he couldn't direct his header on target, so it's going to be a goal kick to Chelsea right there. Last minute of additional time currently. In the 5th minute of that additional time given, goal kick to Chelsea. And it looks more like a game that Chelsea...
This should be the last moments of the first half. Really top performance from the Chelsea boys, being clinical today. That has really been what we've seen much from Chelsea this season, but it's always beauty to the eye when you see Chelsea, getting their balls into the back of the net. Good game of football, good game football plan from Mauricio Pochettino in this first half. His tactics right, and this is what we've always been saying about Chelsea. Yes, they can catapult in the second half, they can concede 1 or 2 goals, but you have to make good use of the chances that fall into your
one thing
hands.
we've noticed today is that Chelsea has lost minimal chances. They've converted most of the chances. I think they only had about 6 or 7 chances, and they converted 4. And that's the way it should be.
Yeah, and it's half time in this encounter between Chelsea. I think this is the first time Chelsea will score much goal in the first half. Like we've seen in the previous matches 2-1, but they've not scored up to this before. And we also seen Cole Palmer have joined the likes of Erling Haaland, Hong-Min Song, and Ever Ferguson, Oli Watkins, and Nketiah, that's those who have scored hat-trick in the Premier League
This is his first hat-trick this season.
This is his second.
He scored a hat-trick against Manchester United, so he has joined that rank. He has joined that rank in
the last match,
this last game against Manchester
and
United.
he's one of those who have scored 2 hat-trick in the EPL so far. So that's a good record for him.
Yeah, that's a good record. Look at that first goal. Look at that second goal. The way he reacted. And look at that piece of heart from the center circle. So it's Chelsea leading 4-0 at halftime at the Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. 4-0, first half.
Yeah, when you look at it, a lot of the other fans won't be happy with this result because, when you see a weekend where Manchester United drop point, Arsenal drop point, and Liverpool drop point, we know we can't get closer to Man City.
Yeah, everybody were expecting it. Not much of people were expecting Chelsea to actually get a victory.
Even Tottenham dropped point.
Yeah, even Tottenham got drop point this season, this match week. So I think it's really going to be a lot of pressure on Manchester United because with this victory, I think Chelsea might just be going 3 points behind Manchester United and having
With
2 games at hand. So it's really going to be a dicey one for Manchester United. A lot of pressure on their neck. It's just about Chelsea problem also. That is one of the reasons why Chelsea are still about 3 or 5 points behind Manchester United. But good game of football, no doubt, in this first half. They've got everything right in this first half against Everton.
Yeah, they've got everything right there. And to our listeners, Bayer Leverkusen won their first Bundesliga title in 120 years of existence. Xabi Alonso did it in less than 2 seasons, while some people are still building for the 4th or 3rd season right now that they will say it's a project. Believe the guys' project. Yeah, that was the first half chance.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that chance to Valencia.
Yeah, that's
No, he should be scoring it.
Why did he control back? Just a tap straight to the goalpost, and he gave the defender the chance to at least save that one. So, halftime at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea leading 4-0. Nicolas Jackson scored 1, and Cole Palmer with an hat-trick right there. And with the way it looks, it seems Chelsea will actually stay in the first half of the table.
Yeah, it's looking like for the first time in a long time, they are making the first half of this table their own stay right now. We see them, a lot of people have really, called them the 11th and 10th avenue this season, but now they are making the 9th, and they're looking like they might be going straight to the 7th position. I think if they get a Conference League qualification this season, though it's not to Chelsea standard, but I think they'll really appreciate going to the Europe once again.
But you know the coefficient issues, and if the Premier League teams in Europe does well, maybe England can get that 5.
But Chelsea will be making it to the Europe with that 5th position.
Yeah, if you look at it, I think Tottenham is currently on 60 points.
That's 3 points behind.
Yes, is this also is Newcastle?
60.
No, Tottenham is on 60 points.
50.
Newcastle is on 50. You understand? So 10 gap difference. So the best Chelsea can come is 7th. Because if you look at the goals here,
Chelsea,
so 6th is still achievable.
you know,
Yes.
Chelsea has a game. Chelsea has a game in hand.
Yes.
If Chelsea can defeat
2
Arsenal
games in at time.
at hand, and the Tottenham is in 5th with 60 points. If Chelsea can defeat Tottenham, so Chelsea will be on 53 points. And to 60 for Tottenham.
I think I won't really be looking at that 5th position.
I think
I'll be
that
looking more at the 6th position.
Yeah,
The
6th position. They can get. They can get to 6th position with this kind of form. I just hope they can continue. They can.
And they've been unbeaten in 7 games.
Yeah, if they are consistent with this, I think they can grab that one. So let's quickly look at the bench of the two sides and let's see what magic Everton can do, because we are seeing the absence of Calvert-Lewin is not featuring. Let's see if they can bring him in the second half to come and score against. Well, probably let's see if he's in the bench. But let's start with the Chelsea side.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, let's start with the Chelsea side. We have Badia Shell at the bench, Bettinelli. Then we have Kasaide, Chilwell, Chukwuemeka, David Washington there. Then Gilchrist. Then Tyreek. That's goalkeeper for Chelsea. That is the substitute. Any player that you think can come in from the Chelsea bench here?
Maybe Ben Chilwell on the left-hand side, Chukwuemeka attacking wise, and maybe David Washington.
Yeah, I really want to see David Washington. He has really been good with the developmental squad. You know, got 2 goals over the weekend. But you know, physicality has really been his biggest up doing. I guess he played for Chelsea because he still needs to get that physical ability to play in the EPL. He's just 17 years old, so there's still a lot to expect from him. But leading 4-0 against Everton, I think they can throw him in the around 60th minute or 70th minute to have a big feel of the EPL.
Yeah, the EPL right there.
All right, missing players for Chelsea.
So when you look at the likes of Jackson, who is a yellow card away from getting a ban. So I think they can actually withdraw Jackson this game and bring Washington.
And also Casado for Kasaide. Yeah, so Gallagher will now have to do the dirty job. But I don't think that substitution should come in the second half.
Is also a fantastic player. This is a player who plays a full international game with Italy national team. So I think they can actually depend on him also.
And I think that substitution should start coming in from like 75 minutes. Because if it's early in the second half, if Chelsea collapse, it will be terrible to lose a 4-0 lead. It can actually kill off the season and anything Chelsea have tried to build so far.
All right, then those who are missing from Chelsea, Diaz is missing, having injury. Enzo Fernandez also missing. Fofana also missing. Rich James, that one has been long.
Fofana has been long too. And
Lavia missing. Koku. Sanchez, Roberto Sanchez, I think that's the goalkeeper. Yeah, also missing. Then Sterling is missing. That means Sterling is not coming in today.
It's illness. That's why I said it earlier in the
illness. Then Ugo Chukwu is having thigh injury.
Yeah, still injured. And
I think that's another player Chelsea really missed. Let's look Ugo Chukwu. He has played some games for Chelsea in the midfield, in the defensive midfield role. You know, I think he would have been the second man to Caicedo, who would have taken a lot of pressure away from Caicedo in the Chelsea midfield. But he has had his own days with injuries, which has really cost Chelsea. But you have to look at Caicedo today, playing in that central midfield position, which looks like that is a position that actually fits him. You know, moving from the defense to the forward, he has really been great today. And you have Gallagher, who has been, who has really been good playing at that pivot role for Chelsea today. Really fantastic midfield selection for Chelsea today. I think it's really going to be a big headache to Pochettino going to that game against Arsenal. Yeah,
going to that game at Arsenal, and it's not just that easy when you have 9 first-team players injured. You have to consider that when apportioning the blames to Pochettino right there. It's not an easy thing. And I think for the next game, hopefully maybe Enzo will be back already, and the other guy, Disasi, and probably Sterling will have recovered from his illness. So I think having 9 players out injured is not easy for a team like Chelsea to
All right,
keep up.
all right, let's look at the bench of Everton. Chemiti, Danjuma, Godfrey, Gomez, Harrison, Kane, Peterson, Virginia, Warrington. That is.
I think one disappointment for Everton this season has to be Danjuma, because you expect a lot from the what's it called, from the Holland winger. We saw him at what's it called, when he was at Villarreal. Not really fantastic performance. He came to Bournemouth, if I'm not mistaken. He couldn't get good performances also at Bournemouth. Not the kind of player you'd have expected. We saw what he gave at PSV when he was in the Holland Eredivisie. And it begs the question, there's always a difference between players playing Eredivisie and coming into the proper Europe. A lot of players have come through the Eredivisie rank and, flopped in the proper league. When you look at players like Bejuine, you're looking at players like Anthony at Manchester United. Even, what's it called, what's his name, that joined Van der Beek. Van der Beek that joined Manchester United also struggled at Manchester United. A lot of players coming through the ranks.
But some players have actually shined too. And when you look at, even I think it was Vitesse that Missing Mount was at one day, on loan, player of the season. He came back and arched the light and began to rake in their numbers. I think it's more or less more about responsibility. How responsible are you? How can you cope with pressure? And it is very, very important that the mental strength of a player is very, very key. When you lose like that, you need the mental strength to keep up. Look at what Declan Rice said after that loss for Arsenal. He said there's still hope. Even when everybody was quiet, he had to speak up and going up like a leader right there. And thinking that it might be the rice they will share at the celebration of Arsenal. Maybe that won't be happening.
All right, and those missing for Everton, Dele Ali is missing due to muscle injury.
He's still with Everton.
He's still with
He's
Everton.
he's not up with Everton, because the last time I checked, I don't think he's still player of Everton after that issue. He has been, I think he has been released. He's no more in Everton.
All right, so but he's having a muscle injury. That is why it's not.
You have to write that. Maybe you have to Google it and check.
Then Dobbin also missing for Everton. Those are the players that are missing for Everton.
And looking at the way the direction of the game is going, if we are going to read the direction that the Everton manager will want to go, I think he will want to come out and really, really attack, and that will create space for Chelsea to exploit.
Because when you look at the Chelsea wingers, Modric and Madueke, these are players who strive on when they have a lot of openings and where they can run through the channels. So if Everton are thinking of coming out loud against Chelsea, I think the best thing for Everton in the second half is to try not to concede more goals.
They try not to concede more goals, and right there, and Chelsea has been seen that they usually concede more, especially when they concede the first goal right there. And when you look at the way the game is going, Everton will come for the early goal, and very risky if Chelsea consider an early goal, because it will do a whole lot, because you have a crop of a lot of inexperienced players. How would they manage pressure right there? And I think Chelsea is in a comfortable position. One mistake can make it uncomfortable right there.
All right. See, Everton have to rely on the back line this time with their last 5 league wins all coming to nil. The Toffees have failed to win any of their last 12 matches when conceding a goal. 4 draw, 8 defeats. But that may have to change if they are to take 3 points at the Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, is a 3-point possible? How realistic is it right now? 4 goals up, really, really wide margin for a team that is struggling to get goals right there. And I don't think Calvert-Lewin is on the field too. That the guy,
it's not even in the substitution bench. I don't know what actually happened.
I think he's on the setup at all. I don't think he's on the setup at all right there. So it's one thing to think about it, and it's one thing to actually bring it on the field of play right there. So when you look at it, and coming to the conversation we had on Mudryk on a yellow card, I think Pochettino should be careful with his game management. And Mudryk should be, I think, maybe 60, 65, 70 minutes. He should be out because there's Chukwuemeka who can do it.
Because we're still looking at Modric, who's just getting over a lot of pressure. And this is the first time in a long time I've seen, getting a lot of run of game. And at least now he's feeling more important in the Chelsea team, getting to start, getting to be managed a lot by the manager. And I think that will actually boost his confidence. Look at how much he has been involved with the Chelsea's movement up front, which is really great for his morale booster.
Yeah, it's really great for his morale booster right there because, confidence is first of the mind before what you bring on the field of play right there. And when you look at it, Noni Madueke too, I think he needs to start giving the passes on time.
Noni Madueke is a fantastic player with the ball, but his decision making as being number one thing that's really let him down. He has everything to be like the Arjen Robben of this world, but decision making at the end of the day is what really matters, and I think that has been his biggest undoing.
But don't you think that is what Pochettino actually wants, the player? Because in most teams, there's a player who holds the ball. So probably that is what the assignment.
It depends on the approach you want. So there are some things that you hold the ball too much, you are in trouble, like Man City. You don't hold the ball too much. Any team Guardiola has coached, it's only Messi that has that freedom.
But the coaches with different ideology.
Yeah, that's why I say
that's never going to be an ideology. No manager will set up a player like Madueke and ask him to hold on to the ball and lose the end product. The end product is what justifies everything. Look at Manchester City. When Doku holds onto the ball too much, that is the difference between Doku and Grealish, and that is why you have Doku, still understanding the way Guardiola wants the ball to be. You don't set up a team. I don't think that is common sense to think of a manager who set up a team and have his players, going all out to hold on to the ball, and at the end of the day lose it. That is not really going to make any sense.
Yeah, you can see Andrew Gomez back on the field. They have visuals from the Stamford Bridge right there, and I think there will be an half-time substitution from the Everton.
Before we go back to the match, so let's discuss this one issue. That is the pressure on Pochettino, who subsequently said that Chelsea may require 5 years to get back to top of the English game.
Yeah, when you talk about top, is in perspective. Dominance. It's not about just being competitive. You can't say 5 years to being competitive. No, there's competitiveness and there is dominance. So when he's saying top, I think he's referring to dominance.
I think it has to be, when it talks about 5 years, it has to be dominance, and at the age whereby these players will be getting to the prime of their career. I think that was Modric there with that unnecessary error there.
All right, the second half just started. You can be part of this show. You can you can drop in your message in our live chat, and you can also be part of this show by calling in, and you can send your prediction. Also, you can also identify your location where you are joining us from. The second half just started, and it is 4-0 in the first half in favor of Chelsea. So the second half, are you expecting Chelsea to concede 2 goals again like usual in the last past 8 matches?
It depends on their approach towards the game. Now they are calm. They didn't concede in the first half. Oddly, many of the time, you don't see Chelsea concede so many goals in the second half. You see the game against Sheffield, it was just 1 goal in the second half. A game against Man U, 1 goal in the second half. And it breathes from whatever the first half ends with. And I think that's a very, very important thing to take note of. The way Chelsea stay put at the back, the way they organize themselves towards the end of the game. So it's very, very important not to lose concentration right there.
All right, it is Chelsea building up again from the defense. Cucurella will send that back to Petrovic. And what did Petrovic do is give that one to by the Chalobah. And Chalobah just plays the ball, and it got to his opponent there. And it is Everton who have taken over possession there and passing the ball. Let me quickly read out the statistics of the first half and up to this moment. 63% ball possession for Chelsea and 37 for Everton. 8 goal attempts for Chelsea and 4 for Everton. Shot on goal, 5 shot on goal for Chelsea, 1 for Everton. Corner kick, 1 corner kick for Chelsea and 5 for Everton. That was the statistic of the first half.
Yeah, rightfully so. Again, Chelsea dominated in the first half. Everton didn't really show up with the goodies right there. And let's see what second half will bring. It looks like they want to really get a go back in the second half. And it's Petrovic with the ball right now. From that one, from Beto, and the referee says he should stand up right there. So straight to Gallagher, who finds Cucurella, and you can see how more expressive Gallagher is playing in that pivot role right there.
Well, that has to be his typical position. You look at what's it called, Declan Rice in Arsenal also, how expressive he is whenever he's playing on the field, whenever he's playing in that defensive midfield. Because that is where you see the front, you see the back, you see the back. You can move back and get the ball early on. I think it has to be either Caicedo or Enzo, one of the two of them, starting alongside Gallagher in that pivot role for Chelsea.
Yeah, so it's Chelsea back in possession, straight to Thiago Silva right there. The fine wine aging graciously straight to Trevor Chalobah, the new boy trying to grow up the ranks at Chelsea Football Club. One guy that almost burst into tears after getting that first goal of his Chelsea professional career.
That was a big shot that season.
Yeah, against Crystal Palace. And then he got that beautiful.
That's where you understand the passion playing for your boyhood club.
You know, when they were growing up, they witnessed Chelsea winning the Champions League.
Sinabra also played for Chelsea. Nathan Chalobah also came through the rank at Chelsea. Won the league with Jose Mourinho before making that move to Watford.
Yeah, that move to Watford. So, talking about moves, is Everton making move towards the Chelsea goalpost in a dangerous area, but easily intercepted, but gives it away straight. And is Andre Gomez with that shot right there, and it was deflected off for a corner kick to Everton. 50th minute of that encounter at the Stamford Bridge. Still Chelsea 4, Everton 0.
I think there's a need to actually replace Modric in this game. He's starting to lose a lot of balls. It's really going to affect you when you're losing this ball and you're trying to retrieve it back. You might just stretch his leg and get him out.
Funnily, Everton has had 6 corner kick to Chelsea of 1 in this encounter. And that cross comes into the box. But hey, the referee says, I think that was an infringement right there against Everton Football Club. So it's going to be a free. It was shelving of the goalkeeper. So I think that's a free kick to Chelsea and straight to Noni Madueke attacking with the ball in the final third. Cuts back and returns it back into Chelsea half straight to Trevor Chalobah, who finds Thiago Silva, who finds Gallagher straight to Marco Caella, and they finds Mykhailo Mudryk, who has been fouled right there by that Everton player, and it's going to be a free kick to Chelsea at this point in time. 51st minute of that encounter, it's still Chelsea 4, Everton 0. Marco Caella restarts the game straight to Thiago Silva, who sends a long one for straight to Malo Gusto, who touched forward for Noni Madueke, who controls that one, but it was too much weight on that touch on the ball, and it's straight to Everton. Swift 1-2 finds Andre Gomez, who is trying to attack with the ball right now, sends it forward for the run of Beto, who touched it back, and finds his teammate Ashley Young on the run right there, with a cross into the box, headed out by Cole Palmer right there, the hat-trick goal scorer today in this fixture right there. So Everton still asking the questions. Will they get an answer? Only time with Marco Caella right now blocking every ball's coming to him, and it's going to be a throw-in to Everton.
I think Chelsea really understood what Everton wants to do in this game. All Everton came into this game has been cross and in-shot allowed.
And that cross into the box, but eluded everybody right there.
So it has really been crosses and in-shot allowed. That's what they came into this game, and that has been their plan. And Chelsea has really, kept them at bay very much. Understanding those moves and timing their another out of the box. I think all they came into this game is just get the crosses straight to Beto and take advantage of his area threats.
Yeah, area threat, and Chelsea that's considered a lot of goals from set piece, corner kicks, and all. So Chelsea has a throw-in via Malo Gusto right there, the French international. And I think is yet to get that full call.
Yeah, he's still very young. You look at his age, at the age of 20, so the age is still on the side. And when you look at the right backs of what's it called, the French national team, I think they're very much gifted on the right wing.
They are gifted.
That should be
He'll still get his chance.
That should be a yellow card.
Jackson right there, and I think the
a lot of
referee.
yellow cards in this game for Everton. I think we might just be seeing one of these yellow cards turn out to be a red card.
Yeah, so Everton captain right there, Tarkowski, is now on a yellow card.
And this is in Tarkowski 8th yellow card. Already we are having Everton 4 players with 7 yellow cards. so far in this.
You know, the only threat will come when they get to 9.
Yeah.
And
we talk about 9. It's only Jackson that's having 9 this field today.
Casedo too. I think Casedo is on 9 too.
I think it should be on 8.
It's not up to 9.
It's not up to 9.
Yeah.
Casedo. Just Jackson 9.
Yeah, 9. Tarkowski just make his own 8 now.
Oh, Tarkowski 8. So Marco Carella with the free kick sent it straight for Noni, but he couldn't get to the ball. Straight to the Chelsea player who sends it forward for Noni to chase. Noni in the final third on the right hand side, cross cuts back, finds his teammate Malo Gusto run into space, cross into the box, but headed out by Tarkowski right there. Straight to Malo Gusto, still with the ball, controls the ball, tries to turn back, but finds Moises Casedo, who returns it back to Trevor Chalobah, who finds Thiago Silva, that fine wine, aging graciously right there. And the topic on Thiago Silva, I think maybe Chelsea should start rethinking their
I think you're 40. There's a time you
not about playing, but about
I think he'll still coming back. He still wants to play. I think he still feels like he can go back to Fluminense and play one more season with them. So it's about that passion to want to end it where he started it. And he left that club very early. At the age of 19 was when he left Fluminense. And he feels like he needs to end it there. So at the age of 40, I think that might just be his last dance with that club. When he can come back to the club. I think the club will really welcome him after coming back, because this is another one player that you just look at it and feel like
Mukalo Mudryk right
that was
there,
a beautiful move.
Kopama, but Kopama couldn't convert. He should be scoring that. That was a very good chance. Look at that
movement from Modric. Look at that pass from him also.
On time.
The run of what's it called, Kopama there. I think he should be eating that better.
Yeah, he should be lifting that up. I don't think he should be on the ground. If he lifted that up, it would have been a very beautiful.
You know, even the goalkeeper went the wrong way, but he just stretched his leg.
Yeah, that's why if he had lifted it, he would have just gotten that goal right there. So corner kick to. I think maybe the referee is scaring him. Did you smoke something? Yeah, this eye on the field of play. So it's going to be a corner kick to Chelsea Football Club right here. From that, you can see Acebank, one of those shining lights in the early Chelsea legend right there, enjoying the feast.
Is it a legend that he caught hero?
Yeah.
Is it a legend that he caught hero?
I think he caught hero. Because you can hardly count the things he achieves for Chelsea right there. So look at those goals. That second goal, and this mistake from Pickford reacting to it with that long ball into the net, and the beautiful first touch from Jackson that made it 4. So Cole Palmer right there. The hat-trick is going to be going on with the ball.
Yeah, he's going to go on there. This is the first proper hat-trick.
Yeah,
for Chelsea.
without a penalty.
Yeah, the last one against was it Manchester United. The last goal took a weekend deflection of a Manchester United player. So this time around, he's having a proper hat-trick without any interference.
Without any interference, right there. And it seems Everton will be having a substitution right there.
Yeah, the second substitution. It looks like it's a defender will be coming in. It looks like Bray White is actually out. He's not injured already. This is another fantastic player. I think probably at the end of the season, he'll be making that big money move to another club.
Yeah, it looks more like he'll be making that big money move right there. You know, he has the height.
And the potential is there.
Yeah,
look at Anthony Gordon that they sold to Newcastle. Another fantastic player who is also on a double-digit goals and assists already for Newcastle.
Yeah, and you remember Thomas Tuchel was on the line.
It was Thomas Tuchel who wanted him. A lot of Chelsea fans were like, where do you want to spend that money? That would be another £40 million well spent.
Yeah, so Jackson lost the ball scandalously right there. And it's going to be a throw into Everton right there.
Yeah. I think he was pushed. I expected the referee to...
He was shelved off. His football is a contact game. You don't stand as if you are not ready for battle. So I think the referee was spot on there. So throwing to Everton, 57th minute of that encounter. I think why is Mukalo Modric reacting to the ball? You should run down the clock. And yes, that's the way it should be. if Everton are not in a hurry to get a goal, why will it be in a
Don't
hurry?
go into the tackles, please. Make that substitution now.
Yeah, I think Pochettino should be reaching
1 hour
out to
football is actually good for Modric because there's a need for him to play against Arsenal. He's getting into that mood, you know, he's getting involved so much with the Chelsea attack these days, and the confidence is getting there for him. So you don't really want to miss him. He's getting into that, you know, mojo that will make him one of the important players for Chelsea in this run. Yeah, we're not pushing for anything. And you can see the pressure is not really on him this time around.
I think we will see a better Modric next season. Yeah. Really. I think we can hold that to the bank right there. So it's Everton trying to turn defense into attack. Who finds that guy on the right, sets it forward, but Thiago Silva calmly finds Modric, returns it back to Thiago Silva, and the fine one aging graciously finds Trevor Chalobah right there, who's trying to push forward. Sends it to Malo Gusto, returns it back to Chalobah. Still Chelsea passing the ball at the defense right there, comfortable.
Yeah, they are in cover. You know, this is almost 1 hour of football already, and they're leading 4-0. You don't expect them to actually, you know, go to slumber for the next 30 minutes of the game and concede on 4 goals against Everton. They've even looked the better side in the second half and looked like the.
Malo Gusto on the cross right there, and Jackson couldn't get to it. Pickford saved that one.
Good save from Pickford there, and good save from Everton, and good opportunity created by Chelsea.
So look at that teasing run from Malo Gusto, running down the right.
It's really going to be a lot of problems. It's really going to be a big problem when James comes back.
Really playing top football from Malo Gusto.
20 years old.
Yeah, 20 years old.
Even if we are really talking about what's it called, about Cole Palmer having a fantastic season. This is another player who really came in from Lyon, Olympique Lyon, and you know made that right back position as well. We know the problem for Chelsea last season when Reece James was out, but this season they actually arrested that problem with Malo Gusto in the starting 11. Good one for him.
And Noni with the shot right there, deflected up for another corner.
He deserves a goal in this game.
Yeah, he deserves a goal. He has actually brought his A game to this game. So far in this encounter, 68th minute, 1 hour of football played already at the Stamford Bridge. So it's Chelsea leading 4 goals to 0. You have to register that in the hearts of especially the Gunners fans who hardly wants the best for Chelsea Football Club. So corner kick to Chelsea. Will they make it 5? Low one into the box. Chalobah blocks this one. Still, typical defender. And it's Chelsea with a throwing right there. It's still Chelsea in the dangerous. Modric considered another corner kick to Chelsea. And let's see if Chelsea can finally convert a corner kick after a while. And Thiago Silva, the culprit responsible for converting many corner kicks, is on the field today. So, Cole Palmer about to take the corner kick right there. Plays it into the box. Oh, that was headed out by that Everton player. And Dakore, tried to dribble right there, but I hope he won't be punished. And it's Noni Madueke.
Look at that beating.
Cuts into the box. And the referee says, it's a penalty.
Wow.
Cole Palmer.
Noni should be taking this.
I think Noni should take this. Yeah.
I think they should give it to Palmer.
I think Palmer
should take it to equal Ireland. Yeah, to equal Ireland. Yeah.
There's really going to be a lot of problems. I think he wants to take it.
It looks
Jackson
like
wants to take it.
It looks
they should allow Palmer to take it.
On the ground.
But this is one thing. What's it called? The Chelsea manager really needs to work on. Let us know who the team penalty taker is.
It's Cole Palmer.
The players are always having this issue every time in games. You know, players wanted to take the penalty. Yes, Noni Madueke is also a fantastic penalty taker, no doubt. So, and I think leading 4-0, he should also be able to.
But this is not a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Look at it. He rolled on the ball. He stepped on the ball.
This one is not a penalty.
Let's have a look. Let's look at this. Look at it.
Look at that movement. That's a penalty.
Okay, this one is penalty.
One, move away.
Look at this one. He stepped on the ball. Oh, they would have showed it.
Check.
Yeah, we check.
Palmer on his penalty, but Madueke is not a penalty.
The
guy want to struggle for it. He usually let the guy get.
No,
you don't need all these fights.
You don't do that. Gallagher is doing the right thing right there, guiding the players.
And he's angry. Oh.
Yes,
look at that.
He has to control them. He has to tell them there's a penalty taker. None is hungry for a goal in this.
But you know, we have seen Kopama score so many goals, and you know, but not in the controversial where players are trying dragging.
Pochettino really needs to address this issue.
No.
Of Chelsea players always having an issue whenever there's a penalty. Do I really feel like it? There's no point, Jackson, what's it called, Kopama taking this. Chelsea is leading 4-0. He could have left the ball for either Jackson or Noni Madueke should take it.
Yeah, but I think this is the right thing to do. Let the penalty taker take it to avoid unnecessary.
Yeah, there was a time we had Frank Lampard and what's it called?
Anelka and
Drogba having that issue between Chelsea and Blackburn. When Lampard wanted to take the first penalty, which was very much important for Chelsea to get the first goal. But the second goal after getting
he was chasing the
when he had about 5 goals in that game, he left the ball for Didier Drogba to score that goal. There's still a lot of games to go. So these are things you do for your teammates. You should be able to leave it for them.
Yes, but you know, you now have an issue between Noni and Jackson. So it will cause a rift. It's best if the penalty taker takes it.
It's best if the penalty taker takes it. And they need to work for Kopama now. It's just one goal, and it's a goal. He doesn't miss penalty. So why would Noni be dragging with him? Now he has equal Alan 2020.
And it will be topping now, I think, higher number of
their teammates. Jackson is not celebrating. I don't think Noni Madueke has an issue with that.
Yeah. It's Jackson. Jackson has to calm down. It needs to
Okay, Madueke don't have...
No, Jackson Noni also wanted to take it.
Yeah.
He feels he needs to take it. There's a need for Pochettino to address this issue.
And the best way is just make it known. Kopama is the penalty taker. Let him take it at any point in time.
So if these guys are hungry of getting goal, why not score on open play?
He wants the penalty, so he can take it also.
Yeah, he won. But I think with
Kopama
won it.
Yeah, he also won it also. So I think it was the Kopama, it was the Noni Madueke who got Chelsea that penalty. I don't know why Jackson is actually feeling furious there. He also needs more goals. He's the striker. He needs more goals. So there's no, you can see their teammates is just about that moment. They really want to score a lot of goals.
They really want, and that is a good way you want to have your attacking players. Really wanting to score goals. It can be good, it can also be
I actually feel like he could have left that for him. But 20 goals already this season. Great one. I was saying in the first half that he will still get a penalty in this game. He will still get a penalty in this game. So
and there's still room for more goals, 65 minutes. Maybe they can actually, when it comes to the points being the same thing, the next is goals. And Chelsea don't have much goals on ground already. So if they can multiply the goals, with these 5 goals, I think it will be 8 goals difference for Chelsea, and that will be way ahead of what Manchester United have. I think Manchester United is in the negative territory.
Yeah, -3.
Yeah, -3, and even Newcastle.
And they'll still concede more.
Yeah, and they'll still concede more. Oh yeah, very sure of that.
Oh, there's still more goals in this game, but I think Noni Madueke deserves a goal in this game. He has really been fantastic for Chelsea in this account. So.
And I just hope Chelsea.
There's still another penalty to come.
And it's Chelsea going on the attack right there. Oh my God.
I think a player who should have even taken that penalty should have been Modric. That's a player who hasn't really scored a lot for Chelsea this season.
Look at that tackle on Jackson right there. My goodness. Dribbled him from very far and he caught his left leg. And I think the VAR should be checking this. This is a red card.
That was a stamp in there.
That was a stamp. I think VAR should check that.
That's a red card offense.
Yeah, that's a red king. I think VAR should check that. Possible red card. 66 minutes of that encounter, but it would be really funny if they don't check that.
So it's not a red card. VAR are not checking that.
VAR didn't check it, and there's a lot of work that they're officiating in England, and you saw they've adopted that offside.
Semi-offside.
Technology that is being used in the Champions League this season. So I think they've been using it since last season in the Champions League. So Chelsea 5 goals to 0. Stamford Bridge. Yeah, you heard it. And that's a good chance for Everton.
I think there's a need to withdraw. There's a need to withdraw. What's it called? Modric in this game, so he doesn't get a red card.
Yeah, and
his recovery is always wrong because he's always going big or heavy on tackles whenever he loses the ball.
Yeah, going big.
And that was one of the reasons why he got that yellow card in the first half. So he really needs to be withdrawn at this game.
Yeah, he really needs to.
I think this one match Chelsea fans are watching in a comfortable position, so calm, no heartbreak. Even though it's going to be 2 goals or 3 goals, Chelsea have won this one.
And funnily, if they can keep it tight at the back, if you win 5-0, it can be a moral booster. It can be a result changing.
There's still more goals in this game. It's not either 5-0.
Because if you look at the rise of Aston Villa came when You know, Unai Emery came mid-season and started lifting them up, and they continue this season. And look at them in the Champions League spot. It's about psychology. Football is first won in the mind than on the field of play.
Yeah, and that is Chelsea building up again. This through Palmer, but hey, he has Everton recovered that, trying to turn defense to attack. But hey, goes to Thiago Silva is there, back to Petrovic. They go, yeah.
Right there, you can see the confirmation. Cole Palmer has joined Erling Haaland as
Mm.
the two highest goal scorers so far this season in the English Premier League. Coming from a player that is not number 9,
Yeah,
that's
that's
top
top
performance. Yeah.
top notch performance. I think the last time I saw a player getting this number from the midfield has to be Frank Lampard. You know, scoring a lot of goals from the Chelsea midfield, and it's really, really, really great to see.
Yeah, it's really great to see right there that Chelsea is leading at the 68th minute of that encounter, 5 goals to nil.
Mm.
Cole Palmer with 4 goals on the night.
Yeah, if even Chelsea doesn't win the Premier League, at least if Kopama win the top scorer, to me, I love it so much.
He's
Yeah.
not going to win the top scorer.
He's not going to win it.
He's not going to win it.
Because
Who is going to challenge him?
There's Erling Haaland there. So
Erling Haaland, so what?
Erling Haaland is a striker. He's a clinical striker.
Yeah.
Forget whatever issues having or the injury worries he has been having for a long time. Erling Haaland is still going to win this. Is it Erling Haaland or Oli Watkins?
You know, from the beginning of the season, I
No,
told you
these
Erling
are-
Haaland is not going to win the top
These
scorer.
These are strikers.
Yeah, I know
These
that's
are strikers
Christ.
who
Yeah.
get the goals.
Yeah.
Erling Haaland can get 4 goals also in a game of football.
Yeah.
This guy is a midfielder. What's it called? Cole Palmer is a midfielder.
Yeah.
You also have games whereby he will get those goals.
Well, another thing that will work for Cole Palmer is that he's the penalty taker.
That's the penalty
That will
taker,
count
but it's
for
not,
him.
the penalties are not going to come always.
Yeah.
Erling Haaland is also the penalty taker for Manchester
Man
City.
City.
So he's a striker. Oli Watkins is also a striker. These are players who are, you know, on his neck for those goals. Watkins can get a hat trick for like 2-3 games. He's a striker. What's it called? Haaland can score 4-5 goals in a game. He's also a striker. So it's not every time he gets a midfielder scoring a hat trick or 4
But
goals.
we have to give it to the young
Yeah,
guy.
we have to give it to him.
8 goals
He has really,
in 3 games.
really tried for Chelsea.
Really, really massive. I think he got the 2 goals against
No doubt,
Sheffield.
no doubt. Right now, he should be the young player,
Okay,
of,
got
the,
one goal against
young player of the
Sheffield.
season in EPL.
Yeah, I think there's no one coming close to that. Already 8 goals in 3 matches in the Premier League. That's a good run for him. And so it's still Chelsea 5, Everton 0 at the Stamford Bridge. Wow. 70th minute of that encounter. Will Chelsea extend that lead, or will Everton at least get a consolation goal in this one? We know that they are beginning to go all out right there.
This is the penalty they
Yeah,
get.
they gave yeah. I think it was double penalty.
Any of the
But
two.
yeah,
I
Any of
think
the two.
it will be
No,
this one.
Palmer
that
was clearer.
Let's
Palmer
see.
was clearer.
Palmer
But
was
clearer.
clearer.
Madueke was not clear. Madueke stepped on the ball and they rolled
Those
him
guys
down.
stepped on the ball. Saw it Madueke also from the back.
So, throwing to Chelsea right there.
And this is them. Coach Palmer 9th penalty for the season, and he has
And he has
converted
converted
all of them.
Every penalty.
And this is the 8th penalty Everton has cost for themselves. The only team that had more penalty, that has cost more penalty for their team than Everton is in what is it, West Ham, that has 10 penalty. But
Yeah.
they've had 8 penalty.
Yeah,
Yes,
they've considered,
They considered 8 penalty, yes. And West Ham is the only team that has considered more penalty than West Ham. 10 penalties. in
the
the-
referee currently speaking to Tarkowski right there. And you know, if none is withdrawn from this game, it will be really furious.
I agree.
No, I think psychologically it's not the time for Pochettino to withdraw him. Just allow him play. Because he's already.
Just be a player being withdrawn.
Yeah.
You can hear that. The
Oh
F1.
my God.
What did he say?
I think he's really disappointed that he's been withdrawn. He wanted that goal.
He wanted that goal.
He
He wanted that
I think
goal.
that penalty he wasn't allowed to take. It really got to him because that's really
Yeah.
affected his play.
And you know, rightfully so.
And they
The
did it for the
penalty.
game against Arsenal, so
Yeah,
I think
so-
it's a good substitution, the right substitution.
And
to make.
they need him hungry. So
Yeah.
bringing him right here, he
Like I
can
said, the
actually
fans, they are
channel
really
the
happy with
energy.
his performance. Giving him
Yeah.
a standing ovation
Yeah,
at the end of
yeah.
the game is really good.
And I think Mykhailo Mudryk should be the one leaving the field right now, not actually Noni Madueke. Oh, who looks so disappointed.
Chukwuemeka.
And you see that Pochettino gave him
Fatherly
a hug
figure.
right there. Yeah. Fatherly figure, constantly covering the boys.
This other player I'm really impressed with at Chelsea. I really want to see him play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, no doubt.
Yeah, maybe if he changes his mind, because we really need a player in
like
that
him.
attacking role for Super Eagles of Nigeria. So still with the under 21s, I think he's still their
He's the
captain.
captain, yeah.
Yeah. So straight to Marco Carella, who sends that long one
You
forward.
have to chase him
For
down before you
Modric
know
to
Modric
chase.
is going to get to that.
Yeah, he has that pace. Yeah, he has that pace.
So
Right
now it's looking like Kopama will be moving straight to the right wing.
there. Yeah,
While
yeah. Chukwuemeka.
Chukwuemeka, just gets straight into that attacking midfield position for Chelsea.
Yeah, so that's a long ball forward from Everton to Ashley Young, and returns it back to his teammate, and is Everton trying to attack with the ball right there, straight to Ashley Young, cross the ball into the box, headed out by Thiago Silva, and Petrovic grabs that one and grabs it easily. A Chelsea player is down, and it's Malo Gusto right there.
Please,
Another glass leg. But he has stayed consistent this
yeah, he has
season.
been consistent this season for Chelsea.
Yeah, so Marco Carella with the ball right there, who finds Mukalo Mudrik, who switch play straight to Malo
Look at that
Gusto,
beauty.
and to Casado. Casado with the ball right now finds Nicolas Jackson, who controls that one, finds Malo Gusto going forward, plays in Nicolas Jackson, who dribbles one, dribbles two, dribbles three, and finds Modric.
Oh, that's the back pass.
Modric.
That's the back pass.
Go for the collar there.
Yeah, it was already
I think,
bending.
Jackson should have dropped a pass for what's it called for
Gusto.
No. Before Gusto there was
I think Jackson did well. It was
Yeah.
Modric that made the mess of the finish right there. So is Everton trying to build up to attack against Chelsea right there, but hey, 2 men on him. He had to go back, and it's Chelsea who has recovered and still defending very well. 74th minute of this encounter. The ball finds out the right back for Everton, cross into the box, deflected. And Thiago Silva heads that one out to safety. Dakore returns the ball to his teammate, but hey, Cucurella had to block that one for a throw-in to
That's
Everton.
what I'm saying. I think Jackson should have dropped the pass for Kopama there. I
And
just
go
hope
and
it's not really
receive
going to.
the-
I just hope it's not really going to be a bad feud between these boys.
Yeah, I think they just need to sit down and talk about it. If it's calm, emotions away, it's just the right thing Gallagher did. You know, captains have to step up, and you have to step up so that they avoid dramas on the
And
field
Gallagher
of
is also
play.
another strong penalty taker.
Yeah.
Also, he could have taken that penalty for himself if he wants to take it.
Yeah, if he wants to take it right there. And Petrovic sends that long one forward for Jackson to chase, but he couldn't chase that one. Everton back in possession of the ball right there. Finds that left attacker for Everton, trying to run down the line, but Moises Caicedo blocked that one. Blocked it again, and straight to steal. Everton crossed the ball into the box, headed out by Thiago Silva. And when you look at the way Thiago Silva has controlled this defense, you see that the error in the Sheffield game has to come of him not being match fit. Yeah, so that cross comes into the box and it was blocked again. It's now Everton asking those questions, trying to look for a way back into this game. And look at it, it's a game that Chelsea has not come across a lot of defensive errors right there. And it's still Everton trying to build up from defense to attack. It's Chelsea who has actually stopped everything they have thrown at Chelsea, and that pass forward for Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka. No, Jackson right there. And it's Everton back with the ball right there, and Everton trying to play from left to right, trying to turn defense into attack, looking for a way to reduce the deficit right there. Because you know, in Premier League, they are in the relegation zone, and goals difference is the next stop
It's really going to matter
after
about.
the points right there. So, Everton having a terrible season, deducted 6 points. Without that 6 points, they won't be in this situation.
Yeah, without that 6 points, if you had 6 points, so I think the 27 they have this season, they'll have been almost around that 10th or 11th position. But they've actually kept it strong even with the point deduction, so you really have to give them their own flowers also. Looking at the Chelsea team, I think they really need to make some substitution. Probably Nicolas Jackson should be withdrawn because the emotions are getting into him, and he's just a yellow card away from missing that Arsenal game, which will really be a big miss for Chelsea. should they not have him for that game against Arsenal? So I think he should be making that substitution right now. At 5-0, there's no way Everton are going to come back into this one.
Yeah, let's just hope there's no way indeed, because in football anything can happen right there. And that Everton defender almost spilled that, but Jackson didn't read the run of play rightly, and this Everton trying to attack, send the ball forward. A cross was blocked by Moises Caicedo, who has been one shining light for Chelsea in this game so far. You can see the frustration on the face of Beto. I think he will be ruining his losses right now. So,
Ooh, look at that.
look at that. So, corner kick to Everton, 78th minute of that encounter. About to take it, cross into the box, but headed out by Jackson right there. Follow-up shot was blocked by Chukwuemeka, and it's still Everton with the ball. Chelsea defending in their numbers. That long ball forward, Marco Caella with the block, and there was a good clearance from that Chelsea player, Trevor Chalobah right there. So it's going to be a throw-in to Everton, 79th minute of this encounter. Let's see. Will Chelsea extend their lead, or will Everton have a goal or two in this game? Shagun, do you see any goal in this game?
I think Chelsea are always a suspect considering goals. It's not really about them leading 5-0. Just now, Chelsea can actually concede a goal against this Everton team. But let's just see if they can keep it strong. But a clean sheet will actually be a morale booster for them going to that next game against Arsenal. Because at least they'll be. This is the first time in a long time they might actually be keeping a clean sheet. So I really want to see them keep this clean sheet in this game.
Yeah, the clean sheet is very, very much needed for morale booster for the Chelsea players. You can see the Everton guys are beginning to get stretched, getting tired after a longer game. Yeah, Caicedo and Ben Chilwell is coming in.
Yes, I think this might just be Jackson going out, or is that?
Yeah, I think Moises Caicedo will most likely be going.
Oh, Modric, yeah.
Modric,
this is a good substitution, yes. It needs that substitution. It needs to be withdrawn. You can see the fans, give him a standing ovation also. Fantastic performance.
Yeah,
from Modric.
real good performance. You saw that assist he gave for that second goal for Chelsea. It was the second or third goal.
The second goal.
So.
Palmer also.
And Palmer being withdrawn.
I
You
think
don't want
I
him
don't
to
think
get injured.
Palmer shouldn't be. He will get injured. I think Palmer shouldn't be the one withdrawn. It has to be what's it called? It has to be Jackson going out, because that is the player that will be really missed should he get a late yellow card in this game.
Yeah, but what if Palmer gets injured?
That's why there's another player left to see.
Yeah. So Mudryk is out, Palmer is out. I think he's resting some important legs for the next game for Chelsea Football Club right there. So it's 80th minute of that encounter at the Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea 5, Everton 0. Marco Caella has that one forward, but Gallagher couldn't keep it in play. So it's going to be a throw-in to Everton at this point in time. 81st minute, he finds his teammate in the box, cleared by Moises Caicedo right there. And it's still Everton with the ball, trying to chase the game. And Chukwuemeka trying to win the ball back, but finds Marco Caella, who finds Chukwuemeka, who cuts back and tries to attack with the ball. Finds the run of Malo Gusto, who plays straight, returns it back to Kane Chukwuemeka, and with the ball finds his teammate Moises Caicedo, who finds Gallagher straight to Marco Caella, who finds Ben Chilwell on the left wing. Playing a double number 3. Defensively, I think that would be more positive.
No. It has to be what's it called? Chilwell replacing replacing Modric on the attacking side for him. Modric is
but he's more defensive
minded, but he has a better attack play than Cucurella.
Yeah. So on that wing right there, Malo Gusto returns it to Trevor Chalobah confidently right there. Looking at it, it seems this is a better balance defensively for Chelsea. Trevor Chalobah and Thiago Silva.
Both have been playing together for Chelsea. Not the first time. We saw them at the Club World Cup. They played together in that defense. Even in that game against in the what's it called? In the UEFA Super Cup. They both played together in that.
Even in that season, Chelsea got the top 4 that lost the top spot. So
they have better understanding within each other than having Disasi or Badashil in that defense. That's why I'm really happy that he took his chance when it came for him. He was missing in action for like 20 games until
Due
when
to injury.
due to it's not really injury to me. It has to be that Chelsea put him as one of those
He
players.
said he wants to leave.
Yeah, he wants to leave. He
wanted
wants to play
leave.
time. And when you look at his performance, this is a player that deserves more playing time.
But you know that with the manager change at the Bayern Munich, I think that interest will
Tuchel
cool off.
actually wanted him.
It was Tuchel that wanted him.
Yeah.
And Tuchel is leaving Bayern Munich at the end of the season. So, straight to Marco Carella, who finds Ben Chilwell, gives it to Thiago Silva, who plays forward for the run of Moises Caicedo, who needs to stand up right there. Ben Chilwell tries to locate Carella, but it's intercepted right there. And it's now becoming more like a battle in the game between Chelsea and Everton. Marco Carella later considered that throw-in right there. Everton currently in the 16th position, 2 points above the relegation zone. We are in for a long season.
Yeah,
even Brentford is still reachable. Yeah, Brentford is still reachable right there. So it's the game on right there at the Stamford Bridge. Chelsea leading 5 goals to nil against Everton Football Club. And it's game on in that encounter. Everton trying to see if they can salvage something out of this game. Maybe at least get a consolation goal. Sends a long one forward for Beto to chase, but headed out by Thiago Silva. Straight to Gallagher, who finds Trevor Chalobah, who plays in Malo Gusto right there. Who sends it forward for the run of Caicedo, who couldn't keep that in play, and it's going to be a throw-in to Everton at this point.
Now, taking out Cole Palmer, who do you think among these players can be creative?
Yeah, I think Kanichukwu Emeka, it was the one there before he got injured.
Is another player just like Cole Palmer.
That can create those chances right there. So Chelsea up to the 9th position.
They're still in the 9th position.
Yeah.
The 9th position coming into this game also.
Yeah,
Oh, they were 9th, yeah.
They were 9th. But they were 4 points behind.
Adrift.
Yeah. But now they have closed that gap to just 1.
Yeah.
So if they any win now, they go top of two teams.
Yeah, and if Chelsea can win that standing against Tottenham, which will be a tall order, will be a difficult game, but Chelsea will be playing at home. So I think, if they can just.
But they visit Arsenal, they'll be visiting Arsenal first before that game against
Tottenham. So let's just see if they can do something spectacular from that. And it will be, I think, 2 games in the space of 4 days, playing against 2 bitter rivals. It will be a very, very tough.
But one thing about Chelsea, they know how to play big team to some extent. I think we've seen battle between them, and even their weakest form, they still fight when they play against big teams.
Yeah, Moses Caicedo plays in Kanichukwu Emeka, who finds Caicedo. Still, Chelsea in possession. Malo Gusto approaching the final third with the ball right there, and tries to turn right left, still with the ball, trying to waste some time right there. But he lost possession, and Everton has the ball back. Still, Everton trying to build up from defense to attack.
Yeah, Everton trying to build up from defense to attack. And it is Everton who just stringing passes from the back line on their final third. But hey, Chelsea have recovered that. And it's Cucurella with the ball now. Change back to Ben Chilwell. And it is Jackson with the ball. Jackson, and back to Thiago Silva. Gallagher. Thiago Silva is still on the pitch right now. I thought maybe he's one of those players that was substituted with his age and
Not
playing
about
90
age,
minutes.
they have to stand solid at the back, Sugar.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt right there. So straight to Thiago Silva, who finds Trevor Chalobah, returns it to Petrovic right there. And it's Chelsea 5-0 up at the Stamford Bridge at this point in time.
Yeah, 5-0 up at the Stamford Bridge at this point in time. For a very long time, we've not seen Chelsea in this comfortable position. And if it ends like this, it will be their biggest win for the season.
Yeah, biggest win so far. And it will be the right direction to go. If they can keep winning till the end of the season, they can pick up from there next season and actually have a better comeback.
Yeah, better. We saw the first win against Manchester United. It was a sweet one. Nobody, even when everybody has lost to.
Never won. that's not sweet. That's a nervy finish. That's the kind of game that fans can actually, if you are not well sound health-wise, you should be avoiding games like that. So I think it was a nervy one.
All right. It is Everton now with the ball. Now trying to build up from the Chelsea half. But hey, it's a free kick there. A free kick there against Chelsea. And another substitution, Gilchrist. And
Gilchrist and
Gilchrist.
Washington.
Yeah, you know, I think this is the best time for you to see Pochettino bringing players like that. There was a time Chelsea was 2-0 up.
Yeah, you're going out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why
Jackson is
I
good.
don't
And he's
really
not-
know
he's
why
not happy.
I don't really know why he's disappointed with that penalty. It's not really just.
But he already got a
it.
goal in
Yeah.
this game. I don't know why he's so disappointed with that penalty. He needs to get his head back into the game. So 88 minutes, Gilchrist is up.
Or might be having they might be enjoying about seven minutes of game. David or Washington. Let's see what the 70 years old can do in the remainder of this game. But I think he should have been brought in as early as 60th or 70th minutes when the game was actually won for Chelsea already.
Yeah, you can't blame Pochettino. You saw some substitution that are considered more goals. So you have to be careful in these kinds of games because if it turns out, he will take the blame for it. So Everton with the ball right there, trying to see if they can salvage a goal at least at the Stamford Bridge. 89th minute of that encounter. Chelsea leading 5-0. And most punters or bookies would have predicted this scoreline.
Nobody would have predicted Chelsea scoring 5 goals. Even coming into this game, I was thinking it might just be a close game. One of those games Chelsea went by 2-1, or one of those games Chelsea struggled to actually get victory over Everton. We saw the first leg, they struggled against Everton. But 5 goals to 0 and on course to get a clean sheet against Everton is really a good one for Chelsea.
Yeah, I think looking for that clean sheet to me is so important. It should be important to Chelsea because for a very long time they've not kept clean sheet.
There's no
So,
team
yeah.
that keeping clean sheet is not important to.
Yeah.
But no manager will set up that I want to concede a goal.
Yeah.
No manager. Every manager wants to avoid conceding a goal, but will they be able to avoid?
Yeah, you want to avoid conceding a goal, but 8 matches you've been conceding 2 goals. But here you are keeping a clean sheet. To me, it is the most important thing Chelsea have
When
done.
was last time Manchester United kept a clean sheet?
Manchester United.
Yeah.
It belongs to
So
Manchester United. So
you keep up hammering on it like it's just Chelsea's the only team in the
no, but this is Chelsea now. Manchester United is not playing.
Chelsea are not the only team.
This is Chelsea that is playing now. It's not Manchester
United.
United.
Hammering on it like they've been conceding it because Chelsea is not the only team in EPL conceding goals every week.
Yeah. So Chilwell running into the box, cross.
Oh, and that is a goal!
Gilchrist! I see what it means to him. Look at what it means to him.
Get his first goal in Chelsea setup.
You
Look
can
at
see
the
what
way.
it means to that young
My
boy.
God.
Look at the young
Look at
players
what
running
it
onto him,
yeah,
celebrating
yeah,
Casside and David Washington. And look at Thiago Silva. That is his biggest mentor at Chelsea. And that is the Chelsea spirit. A boy from Coban, getting a goal, and you can see what it actually means to
It
him.
means a lot to him. Look at that attitude. That's a player, when you have a player that knows what it means to play for the bench.
Yeah.
And that's where it is right there. Look at that beautiful run from Ben Chilwell running into the box like that and shoot from that position. And
that was one of the reasons I was saying that he has better attack than Cucurella up front there. But good one for Chelsea. Good shot there from Gilchrist. And what a way to score your first goal for a club you supported and a club you've been playing for right from the age of 6 years old.
Yeah, look at the way calmly buried that, and look at that celebration.
Look at the placement.
Look at the way he ran.
Look at Casside also sliding towards that like he scored a goal. You look at those players, under 19, the players who represent the future of Chelsea. It means a lot for them. And I'm very sure Casside will also be looking to get his first goal for Chelsea any moment from now, anytime soon.
Yeah, Everton is the scapegoat right there. So 6 to Chelsea, 0 to Everton. A bad day in the office for Everton.
Oh, a bad day and a good day for Chelsea, A good day for Chelsea. Clinical game, look at the way the goals are just coming. I was just looking at this. Hey, this young guy is coming. Will they be able to put one? But hey, they just returned a good combination from the substitute, from both Ben Chilwell and Gilchrist. Christ, yeah.
Yeah, Gilchrist, right there. So, Pickford has conceded a lot of goals today. Maybe they wanted to get to 7.
They spelled Everton already. Oh, it's remaining one.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
They now showed us to confirm that.
I don't know if they've not scored their goals today.
No, I don't think so. I think this is a morale boosting win for a team that has been losing a lot of goals and converting most of their chances, which is very, very important. Look at how many chances they created and look at how many they've converted. Shot on goals, most of their attempts on goal has resulted to a goal. Kane Chukwuemeka losing that one right there. It should be.
Look at the way Caicedo is chasing those balls. You know, it's really great. These are players who really wants to, you know, own a stake in that Chelsea team. He wants the manager to have that confidence in him that he can also be a good replacement or a good backup to Cole Palmer in the Chelsea starting 11. Good one for him. Good one for Chelsea. You know, winning 6-0 against Sean Dyche Everton team, we would have thought of it. This is a team. Everybody who knows Sean Dyche very well in the EPL knows that he set his team up defensively, and for Chelsea to look and take advantage of those loopholes in his Everton today, and you know, hammer them with 6 goals at Stamford Bridge. It's been long whereby we last saw Chelsea fans at Stamford Bridge really happy with the Chelsea team. Really great football from Chelsea today.
Yeah, really great football. Chelsea attacking with the ball, but Gallagher returns it back to the Chelsea half and lost possession right there. For updates, 4th minute of additional time out of the 7 minutes the referee gave is Chelsea leading 6 goals to 0 at the Stamford Bridge. You can see the smiles on the face of Cole Palmer right there. Getting 4 goals in this game is really, really taking the Premier League by surprise this season. So I think Guardiola will be thinking twice that before he releases another young lad from that.
Probably should give Chelsea another, maybe Rico Lewis or Oscar
Bob.
Oscar Bob, one of the two.
But I bet he won't.
He won't make that mistake. He won't make that mistake. Losing Cole Palmer is actually a big risk for him, because you look at it that probably if he had Cole Palmer, he would have gone into the market for Doku.
He most likely would have gone to the market for Doku right there, but maybe he didn't trust him enough. And you know, sometimes you are not really valued in your hometown. And that's Gilchrist with that good clearance, throwing to Everton, 95th minute of that encounter. Really, really important to keep a clean sheet. And they've defended well this second half, better than the first half. Really, really well organized. And I think it's a good thing to see that a team that has been shipping in goals can keep it cool at the back. So, Dakore with the ball finds his teammate right there, sends it back to Pickford. Pickford picks this one and still with the ball. Even Everton knows that this one is a soccer.
Yeah, it's a done game already.
What?
Oh, can you see? Can you see the missed the penalty? You know, after all the celebration, when the referee give that.
What was that? When your team needed that goal.
What is that? Paneka,
yeah. Wow.
You know, when the village people
They had his leg. They had his leg.
Look at after winning, and that was right for a penalty.
Look at it.
What is this?
Hey.
Oh, there was a mistake there. Let's look at it again. Ow, there was a mistake. I think the goalkeeper not moving actually confused him. And he has a chance for Everton to get one back against Chelsea. He's the defender there.
And cleared by the Chelsea setup. They are really bent on keeping a clean sheet in this game, and that's the way to go. So free kick to Chelsea, last minute of additional time, and I don't think the referee will be adding any extra.
I think one person who really deserves this clean sheet has to be Petrovic. A lot of fantastic performance for Chelsea, but he has not been able to get that clean sheet in a lot of games for Chelsea. But he will take this one and will be happy with this clean sheet.
Yeah, he will really be happy. On the day Chelsea decided to show up going forward right there. So Ben Chilwell attacking with ball, finds Kane Chukwuemeka who tries to play in the run of David Washington, but his pass was blocked right there. And Gallagher with the ball returns it back to Casedo, straight to Gallagher, who finds Marco Carella playing in the midfield like what Zinchenko will do for Arsenal Football Club. So Granit Xhaka turns
Look at that body movement.
in front of the referee, and the referee says,
Wow.
it's game over, Chelsea winning 6 goals to 0.
Wow, what a day for Chelsea. What a beautiful result for Chelsea. What the best win for Chelsea so far this season. Congratulations to Chelsea, and congratulations to all Chelsea fans who comfortably watched this match today. In the recent matches we've seen Chelsea, they're always holding their hearts in their hands. But today, all Chelsea fans are so comfortable watching this. Congratulations to Chelsea. So your final take before we...
Oh, great game of football, no doubt. Fantastic results for Chelsea. I just hope they can build on with this.
Yeah.
I just hope these boys won't have issue in the dressing room.
I hope so.
Because
Pochettino,
you can see them avoiding each other.
Kopama and
Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, I think they will be fine. They will be fine. Really fine. They will solve that on the training pitch, and they will need to understand there's a penalty taker in a team. There's a reason why he was appointed. So Jackson needs to be corrected. Yeah. So.
But what about Madueke? He also was it vying for himself or vying for Jackson?
I don't think Madueke really got it to answer. He just wanted to take the penalty. That was all there. I think he needs to make it clear to the boys, you have to be the first penalty taker, you are the second penalty taker. When the team is actually leading maybe 4-5-0, you can also leave the penalty duties to another player on the pitch.
So, congratulations to Chelsea. Next up, weekend. For the... no, not
It's
weekend,
weekend,
tomorrow.
Okay, Champions League.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
So it's the final take. So I think that's how far we can go for today. That's how far we can go for today. Don't forget to join us tomorrow as we come back for the Champions League, and it will be Barcelona versus PSG and Borussia Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid. So that will be at 8 o'clock tomorrow. So for now, is from me and the production crew is bye for now, and see you tomorrow when we come again.